hole. Yeah, I love using your hole. I'm gonna use your little asshole in your mouth, because you know what it is? It's a freehold baby. Fucking railed. Bitches getting railed. Fuck! 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 God, where are you going? Baby. Yeah, face fuck. I'm dropping load. Yeah. Oh, up in your fucking mouth. Gonna paint his town red. Gonna paint his wife white.
Who can forget iconic Master Chief lines such as, yeah, face fuck, or yeah, free whole day. Classic Master Chief. Anyway, hi everybody.
Fucking mouth.
How are we doing? Episode 7 of this fucking show. Nothing happened. We have one more next week, and I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. But I got my lovely panel over here. We're going to start with our boy down in the corner, Jono, big bad Jono.
Hey,
You didn't
good
like
to
this
see you.
episode either, did you?
Actually, it was rough to go through a lot of babbling, a lot of trying to manage 5 little subplots at once and trying to make them all relevant. It's just ridiculous. Like, we got a few developments, but it all falls short because the show sucks.
Can I just point out that last week, John said they are going to cram so much into episode 7 and 8 to get to where they need to be. These 2 last episodes are going to be so packed with action, we're not going to know what's happened.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. It's going to happen. Oh. But yeah,
Nothing
doing
happened
good.
this episode.
Besides all that, doing good. Yeah. Ready to tear this shit up.
Oh, man. And then Disparu.
Oh, I go through this. I've now reached a point with this show. I honestly, I've no idea what the series is for. I don't even know who the villain is anymore, because whatever they've done with Oni is like, I don't. Why are these people in charge? Why has there not been some kind of revolution that's overthrown them? They're hideous people. They're just like, yeah, we'll just send people. I know they got wiped out 2 seconds ago. Let's send them the next wave. It'll be fine. Oh, there is no logic. There's no villain. There's no end point. No wonder they wanted 5 series. I don't even know when they're going to stop.
We're going to need 5 seasons just to, well, we're on episode 7, the second to last episode, and we don't know how Mackie's alive. Like, we saw her die. But I don't know, she's alive. Lady G, hello, lovely.
Hello, handsome and handsomes and epic.
Ha!
I am.
What was that Jedi mind trick?
I am 100% thoroughly rooting for every female character in this series to die, especially Kai. And whoever Soren's wife is, whose name I can never remember because she is psychotic. She just needs to die and stay dead.
Chances are you're going to get your wish next episode.
I know.
The way things are
I know.
looking.
I know. And I'm really hoping that they do it. But something tells me Soren's gonna die in her place at the last second.
Oh God! Imagine that.
That'd be
They
crazy.
can't kill off Dave Chappelle. He's probably the biggest name they have on this thing. Mike,
Yeah.
hello, Mike.
How's it going?
Show sucks.
Show's bad, man. It's a bad show. It's a real bad show.
Listen.
It makes me lose hope in humanity every time I've watched it. I don't even watch the episodes anymore. I just skim through them as quickly as possible. And if it looked like it might be interesting, I stop. And every time I stopped this episode, it was people talking to each other and nothing interesting.
I fell
happened.
asleep in this and the last episode.
I will
I had to
say,
go back.
at least I got to look at Halsey's face a little bit longer. Tricky, but I managed to find something in here worth fapping to. And we got a promise that maybe, just maybe, we'll have another sex scene in this show. And that's what I'm really pulling for in the last episode. I'm really pulling for another hot, steamy sex scene between, yeah.
Two dead people, because Mackie and Chief both died.
It is going to be the most exciting moment in the season next episode. So
Oh God.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stop you right there, John. I don't think it's gonna be. I think this episode. I think the final episode of the season is going to be so boring, and I think nothing is going to happen. I legitimately think we are going to be shocked at how little happens in this next episode.
Well, I watched the show at 1.5 speed and it still feels slow.
It's too long. It takes too long. Yeah.
It's so long.
I wish they would do the Disney Plus thing where they just have like 20-minute episodes and they're like 4 of them. I feel like we could have condensed this whole thing down into 4 episodes, you know?
I feel like we could have done it in 2.
David P with the fiver, thank you very much. This scene would be improved 1,000% by adding a shot of Master Chief's P.E.K.K.A. having a Mark V helmet on it. I reckon we just jump all the way to Infinite and just give him Mark 6 Gen V, man. Fuck it.
It'd be kind of legit though. Like, yeah, he has like a little penis sleeve that's his armor. You know? Yeah.
Oh, speaking of opening with a sex scene, there she is.
Okay.
She is.
You look possessed in this to anyone else.
It's the hair. She grew her hair too long. I know she likes getting it pulled, and that's why she grew it out. But you would think they could have at least kept the side shaves. I don't know.
Well, like her eyes, they're like a brownish gold. Like they look like they look like an anime demon eyes. That's what they look.
You know, it's probably throwing you off because they're in the volume room doing this shot with all the lighting and the way that it is.
That explains how blurred the background is.
Right?
Yeah, they're classic.
So it opens with them two having their digital connection back on a Halo ring. And all I thought this whole conversation was summed up by a Twitter meme where it was a picture of Mackie and the caption just said fucking white women.
Yeah.
Well, she kind of goes on this whole rant and shit.
Oh my god, she's so stupid. This thing, it made me insane. Like, she's like, because of what? Yeah, exactly. She takes zero accountability or responsibility for the fact that an entire planet of humans got wiped out because of her. And she's like, you do the same thing to High Charity. And he's like, yeah, and it's not the same. He's like,
but why? Why in this universe are they at war with each other? Because in the first series, they were only going after the artifacts, and now they're glassing planets for no reason. Well, I know in the games there's a whole lore of why they do it. Why in this series?
They had brief dialogue in the first season, like explaining the Human Covenant War and what was going on, how many years it had been going on. But that's it. It was completely brushed aside for all these plot lines. We barely
in the first series, they barely fought each other. That was the thing.
A couple seconds.
They're an inconvenience. They just gave it like just a little few words so they can play it off, you know, with the audience. You know, here, audience, we did it for you. Now let us do our show.
It's because they want the human conflict. It's about setting up fucking Paranosky as the main villain. Paramount has decided that an overweight Indian woman is the main villain of this whole universe.
But
and
she's
I, for one,
not.
have decided that because of that statement, I am going to purchase a Paramount subscription. That's something that I can get behind and support. I think we need to get rid of all overweight Indian women. But this whole scene to me was just he is Rey and she is Kylo Ren. That's the conversation from Last Jedi.
You ain't wrong.
It's the conversation from Last Jedi. We can do what we want. We can break apart. We don't need them. She's telling him to go run away. So it's like, so let me get this straight, woman. You have got this arbiter who we know nothing about. You've convinced him to turn on the prophets, to run to Halo, just so you can get with Master Chief, and now you're telling him to run away with you.
Yeah.
This woman just throws everyone under the bus that she comes across.
All the women in the show throw everybody under the bus. Why do you think I am rooting for all of them to die?
Yeah, but she's like, me and you, we can take this Halo and rule everything. It's like, you do. They'll be there with a fleet, and there's just 2 of you on a Halo. Neither of you know what the Halo does, but for some reason, both of you are sure that you could rule the universe with it.
Yeah, they don't know. They keep talking about the Halo as some crazy weapon, but they actually don't know what it does. Like at this time right now, I don't even know if this Halo works the same as it's supposed to, but in this time right now, no one in this silver timeline knows what a Halo does.
I do.
Like,
Oni apparently does, but she went back to calling it ONI again.
I swear to God, next time it's called ONI, I'm putting a fucking hole in the wall.
Yeah, she called it. She's like, but I'm not part of ONI anymore. And then she said it one other time, and I'm like, it's not like why? I don't understand.
You guys are right, but going back, I was listening to Hunt the Truth. There is precedence. They've used that O&I before in the Hunt the Truth series.
Don't try to justify this.
Humans default to the easiest pronunciation.
Exactly.
Don't
Mundo.
try to
Oni is-
justify any of this, okay,
O
John?
N
I'm,
I.
no
I'm just playing devil's
They
advocate
don't-
a little bit. Gotta play
They
that.
don't know this.
Why?
They didn't. John.
No, they did.
John.
Yeah, they really
look,
didn't.
John. They didn't read the source material.
That's
They
true. Yeah, they don't know
You're
that.
this.
absolutely right.
They
No, you're
know
absolutely
nothing
right.
about Halo.
So
They
are you
just did
suggesting
it
that they
because they're
fluked it?
bad
They fucking
writing.
fluked it.
They fluked it.
Yeah.
But you know,
It's like the
just
people that
it's-
went around saying what was it, Mimi for a while instead of meme. Like because
Yeah.
that's how they pronounced it.
You mentioned before about how there's just the 2 ships against the whole fleet. Well, at the end of the episode, they get attacked by the fleet. So it's like, okay, you're all fucking dead.
Dead in the water.
Why would
Truck
you?
it up with a
Why
penalty.
would
Thank
you
you
send
very
your
much. Sorry,
fighters
John.
first?
I-
Just-
Hey,
Go ahead.
anyone have a stick to beat me over the head with? Yeah, I mean,
It won't
this
make
whole
you not
fucking
remember
wa-
the show.
I know.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
It can't undo what this thing did.
Yeah.
No, so
We can
th-
erase your memory, but it'll
this-
come back.
this
Yeah.
conversation right here, here's the wildest thing to me. So she is busy having she's fucking Rose from the Titanic, quite frankly. Like, we can be together. And he's like, no, you don't understand. Da 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 da. And you see, I needed to see your
Look at the back of her
eyes.
dress,
Look
by
at
the
his
way.
expression.
I was gonna say, look at his face.
That's
Alfred,
like he's
she's
just
touching me.
smelt something on his shoe that he
Yeah.
stepped in.
Because that I could get on board with because she is responsible for Reach blowing up. But that aside, she's so stupid. Like, she doesn't say, I'm on a Covenant ship, like this, that, like, these are our like, she doesn't give specific coordinates. All she says is the Covenant is on the way to the Halo. That's all she fucking says.
You see
But
the back of her dress?
I see the back
It's,
of her
it's
dress.
so you can easily rip it open.
Yes.
Well, you're not wrong because that actually happens.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
She came there with her sex dress on so she could get smashed
Oh
in Halo. again.
God.
I told you
Designed
guys.
by the aliens.
This is just porn with plot. That's the problem. The reboot was just porn with plot. She's
He seems
totally
to be
she's
struggling.
like, look at my boobs in this dress. We could do this. Also, did you notice she has like a weird Scottish accent now? Did she have that
Yes.
in season 1?
No, she did not.
No.
Yeah, well, every episode he tries to sound more like Christian Bale Batman. This is
Yeah.
probably the worst one for that.
Yeah. I have to get my armor back.
Exactly,
I-
yeah.
He
I
just
don't-
randomly appears with the mask for no
Okay,
reason. Never.
Where's
explained.
the ass pill?
So
Find
on Mike's point, her dress, if you guys have you guys ever seen Legend? It was from like 1983 or 86 or something like that.
You mean
Yeah.
the old Tom Cruise movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
have
the
you-
Tom Cruise movie, and
that dress had Lethal, you need to look it up because it's like the collar is downplayed because
Yeah.
obviously in Legend it was like much bigger, but it's almost like the stitching and everything is like almost identical. They just
Mm.
modernized it. It's literally like somebody watched Legend and they were like, I like that dress. Let's put it in this show because it doesn't fit. It like, am I the only one that thinks? See, like
Sounded
wow.
you were
Yeah.
getting
Look
really
at
specific
it.
with
Similarities,
the
that's for sure.
dress.
they all they did was flip it around. That's all they did. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like somebody desperately wanted
Right there, great example.
but it's just I can't fathom, I can't understand why she's in this particular outfit because it doesn't
I
fit
just
High
told
Charity.
you. She
It
wants
does-
to get smashed.
But it doesn't fit in the series at all. Like you'll freeze in that shit
The
in
only
space.
thing she wants fitting in anything is Master Chief in her.
no. Even her being human in the
This is
Covenant
it.
doesn't fit whatsoever either.
Yeah, exactly.
That-
They're talking
I-
Let
about
alone her outfit.
They're talking about controlling the Halo, but none of them know what it does. Like, what are they going to do? They're just going to land there, like, okay, we're here, we got
Sacred
the Halo
rings.
now. Now what? Now
Yeah.
what?
Just touch the things until something happens.
You're supposed to presume that that the Covenant knows far more, and that the humans have picked up that information along the way. It doesn't come across well.
But this whole conversation—that's the whole conversation there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna, you're gonna wipe out the Covenant with it. And then she's like, well, you're going to wipe out. Or you're going to wipe out humanity with it. War bad. War. But run away with me. So
But at this point, why does she
care?
care if the humans wipe out the Covenant? Because she's already betrayed them, so she's not on their side anymore.
She's trying to play this morally superior third
Yeah.
party.
Listen, you
She
obviously don't understand. She's broken off into a separate faction. She still loves the Covenant.
It's just
but she
her
loves
and
the
one bloke.
Covenant that kind of sort of likes humans. You know? She basically hooked up with all the Covenant that would have sex with her.
We can build a world here. How?
We can
With
build a
what?
house.
Pump that many babies out? Fuck.
It's like Minecraft. Lethal, it's like Minecraft. You just build a little
You can live in a
house.
wooden hut and take over the universe.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't seem to understand that the cost of peace is war. Like, that is literally the cost of peace. And she's over here, we could build a
The
peaceful
war is
world.
because fucking they decided to put out a space jihad against humanity to cover up their own lies.
Yes.
This whole war is bullshit.
Yes.
It never should have happened. At first, humanity wanted to join the Covenant. Well, I don't know in the Silver Timeline if that's the case. And then, like, even in like official, the real law, at one stage, the Sangheili said, "Hey, man, we've been fighting these humans for a while. Sure, we kicked their ass, but maybe we should let them join." And they were like, "No, because that will expose our lie." And now in the Silver Timeline, it's like, "Oh, we just have a pet human with us."
Yeah, at that
Well,
point,
that's
might
because
as well just start.
Scientology makes more fucking sense.
In this, they were only ever fighting the humans because they had planets with the ancient devices on, and so they would fight them when they were going for the devices. But now we get the device and glass the planet for some reason.
It belongs. All your base are belong to us. Like, that's all I like, when I watched that. I was
Good
like,
reference.
I was just like, I hate her so much. All the women in this fucking show
That
are
is-
insufferable and irredeemable. I don't understand who the fuck is writing these women and think that these are somehow at all even anti-heroes. Like, these are
The same
villains.
person who decided to turn Chief into a black-pilled emo boy that stays up all night watching Andrew Tate shorts.
Yeah,
Ugh. I
Yeah.
can't. I just
it's true.
this series. First of all, this series doesn't even make sense from episode to, like, they contradict the episode that came right before all the time. And I know we've talked about this, but like right here,
Look at that face.
I know, right?
Those are the eyes of a woman that is so desperately trying to get some. I'm telling you, there's only one thing.
She
She's
looks
like-
she
she's like-
looks psychotic and gonna throw a fit because she didn't get her
she's the
way.
weird ex that they
Because
slept
she
with her one
didn't-
time, and now she won't leave him alone. She's
She
showing up on
didn't-
Halo planets.
She
Is
didn't
it
get
just-
her way. She didn't get her way.
No.
So now she's gonna throw a fit.
She needs that
And-
cheek juice. That's what Jade just said. That's
God.
absolutely right.
Oh, Jade,
Yeah.
stop it. No, but like,
Hey.
She needs her. She needs
why
her
the fuck?
buns
If she's
buttered.
really concerned, like, if this was, she's the stupidest psychopath I've ever met. Because if this was really her plan, why didn't she simply say, "We don't have a lot of time. I'm on this Covenant ship. Here are our coordinates. Here's the coordinates for the Halo ring. You need to beat us there. I'll meet you there." And just blow the ship up with me on it, because like they can't find the ring. And then she could have dropped out in like an escape
wants them
pod,
to find the
joined him
ring.
on the Halo ring, and then they could have banged it out there and he would have never known. But no, instead she tells him everything and snaps and shows her psychoticness to him. And she's the stupidest psycho I've ever met. Like, if you are genuinely going to stalk a guy across the universe and use AI, because apparently you're supposed to believe that Cortana can still communicate with Chief, and told him to go touch the Halo ring so that he and Mackie would touch it at the same time so that they could have this little Skype chat up on the Halo. Like, if you're going to go through all of that, probably don't have your psychotic fucking breakdown right there in front of him and tell him everything that you want to do and that you just want to fucking, like, cut and run.
Lady
She's
G's relationship
retarded.
advice: bang him before you show him you're a psycho.
Never bang crazy, gentlemen. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't
It's
stick.
impossible.
Don't
Bullshit.
stick your dick in
Yeah,
crazy.
Fuck that.
That's impossible not to.
It's
I'm not
it's
crazy.
fun not to. Fuck off.
It's never happened
Okay.
in the history of
Right,
humanity.
this is where, like, the last episode gave us the big blue ball scene with what could have been the best scene in the entire show. It could have actually been a really good scene in period, full stop. But instead, we only saw from the lower third. Okay.
Again.
We get these flash images in this episode, but it's so quick you gotta like, pause it at the point to actually enjoy it. Yeah, right here.
I'm gonna slow this down because this is actually fucking good. But oops, that's volume. But you only see it for about a second. See, that's cool.
Yep.
Give me more
And
of
there
that.
it goes. And it's gone. That's it. A lot cheaper to do it this way, anyways.
Yeah.
Right, they got
too
$10 million
expensive.
an episode,
Too
Fuck, they got us,
So, yeah, that's fine. I want more of that shit. But that's about all you get, really.
Yep.
Fucking
Penetrated through the chest. Ridiculous. Just
Tickle
awesome.
your balls and then leave you hanging.
Yeah. Like, give me that. That's what I fucking want. If you're gonna have like elites fighting each other, I want to see them fight.
They even did so he's smoking on the way down. Like they did such a good job for this 2.6 second kill. And I'm like, why the fuck couldn't you do that throughout the whole show?
I'm just wanting to
I
know
don't
why there isn't
understand.
more penetration in the show. That was like
There's
the
even
first
more
time I've seen
fighting
it.
going on in the background, but you just don't see it.
Yeah.
It's fucking shit.
She's
dude.
so fucking turned on by that just now. You see that?
Look,
She's like,
more
oh my
fighting
God.
going on, and you don't even see it. That's it. I got a pretty good freeze frame there.
Bro, she's angling for the arbiter in chief, a full on threesome. That's what's
I
happening.
think you are actually, Mike.
I am because I'm pissed off because there's nothing else worth a damn in this fucking
You want to be
show.
fucked by him.
I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck else is going on in this show. The
Well,
only
we
thing
should
that was
focus-
interesting about last season was the sex scene. There's nothing interesting in this show.
That's not true.
What is she doing?
Mackie dying.
There's
There's like
Sex-
elites having like an energy sword fight. Like, I wonder when they're gonna
You can
fuck.
hear it. Yeah. This is what it must be like for like a semi-blind person. Like they must have wanted you to kind of like Echo wanted you to experience what it was like to be deaf. Halo wants you to experience what it's like to be semi-blind
From the third down.
from the third down. Like to have no peripheral whatsoever.
The show's bad.
Now, did we ever find out why they decided to make this a Madama? Or was that just an Easter egg?
Easter egg for the
Easter
funs
egg.
of it. Yep.
When did, by the way, why is she all of a sudden limping? She did not get stabbed. She didn't thrown. She didn't get smashed. She didn't get kicked. She slid back away from attackers while Arbiter protected her.
Yeah, and she's also by the looks of it, she's also jogging because of that outfit that she's wearing. Not exactly the athletic gear.
But it's not like a jog. It's more like a quick walk when like you see the bus getting to the bus stop, but you're still close. You're just like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a little extra pep in the step.
Yeah.
Or
And
she
he's
shit her
booking
pants
it.
and
And
she's
she-
scared
yeah,
to show it.
straight up
he's-
Well, she
booking
can't
it.
move too fast. She'll move out the volume.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, at least I'll give them this. This volume room is a little bit better than what they had with the Halo, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but the background, it looked like they had like this blowout lens or the
Yeah,
blowout
no,
wide
I
lens.
think they did that purposefully because it was it's supposed to be able to it's so you can differentiate from when they're actually on the Halo if they ever fucking get there, and when it's
Oh,
in
that's a
their
good point.
mind's eye. I think that's I am grasping at straws there, but that's the only thing that makes sense because if they actually get to the Halo and it's that bad, then it's literally just because they cheaped out.
Well, you're right in the ballpark. They're technically not on the Halo, so having this sort of like visual like
Mhm.
impairment going on would make sense. But yeah, it's giving the show more credit than it deserves.
So
Yeah.
they run over
Yeah.
and Cortana appears and she gives the history lesson going, yeah, I know you're a Madama. But again, that's
This
like being
is-
an arbiter. That's like that looks fine. That's probably the best they ever look in the entire show.
Yep.
And that's about it.
This is
Um,
the second time. This is the second time that Cortana just. And here's the thing: he knows what Cortana is, so why he would stop, it doesn't make any sense. But this is the second time that Cortana has created a projection that has protected Mackie.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the whole thing of making him a Madama is kind of the same as an arbiter. It's just a name that people, well, in this
Yep.
case,
Oh, yeah.
might know. But it doesn't actually mean anything. You know me. And, you know, the show, it's going to give us an arbiter versus the priest. Ever since last episode, it was really setting up tension between these two characters. And then the episode ended with the fight breaking out. So we're probably going to get this massive fight, this sword fight between the arbiter and this Madama priest, right? No. What happens is she jumps out of nowhere and stabs him in the back.
Keeps himself wide open for the whole thing.
At
least
least
the
he
stuntman did a better
stabbed her
job.
on the way down.
Yeah.
Stupid,
Yeah,
stupid
it-
asshole.
You can see
Yeah.
his arm like stops at the last second. It was a
Yeah.
Last Jedi move where the stuntmen are just stopping before so they can let the actor do their thing.
Yeah, he has his hand up and everything, and he's got like
Yeah.
a wrist blade thing.
He
Yeah,
even could have
and-
like punched the shit out of her or something. Nothing. She
Mm.
get hesitating. around a
He
woman
dropped
who
so
gets you
fucking
killed.
fast. It's not even funny.
It's like a ragdoll.
Hey, he dropped as fast as any grunt on the game.
Yeah, just falls down. Black. Needs to make the South Park noise. Look how she's
No.
very pleased with herself. Look, Mum might do
She's
that.
fucking psychotic. Look at her face.
Blood. Oh boy.
Seriously, like 2 more seconds and she would have gone vampire on that thing and drank it.
Oh man. Trucker Rob with the tenor, thank you very much. I'm with Mike. Axel Braun would do a much better job with this show. Last season, I was drinking one night and I almost messaged him asking him, saying, "Can you do this? I'll help."
Oh,
But he's retired now. What have we got fucking going on here? Oni.
More talking.
Oni. This is pretty much the whole episode. What you're looking at right now. That.
Yeah.
All they do is just
Yep.
talk about Master Chief and
Yeah.
Talking about these-
Look at her
If
stupid
it gets
homeless
exposed
person
that
face.
Master Chief's still alive, then that means everyone's going to know that we lied about Reach. And she's all like, "Oh, okie dokie. Very good. Make sure he does not escape." That's pretty much the whole fucking episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, except for the fleet. Oh, yeah. It teases a space battle that never happens.
Mhm.
That's not true. You get to see it on
You
the
see the
board.
dots disappear.
Yeah. It's like
what
Space
it will.
Invader, but less exciting.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're saving that for the last episode. Gonna cram that all in, all the action in one.
So this big
John.
ass covenant fleet
Go, Tom.
appears.
What's
What?
up?
Did someone say something?
Huh?
Mm.
I said, "Oh, poor John."
Oh.
Yeah, poor me.
Is it normal canon that they can detect an entire fleet jumping into a certain location, but they can't detect the Halo at the very same location?
They can't.
No, the Halo would appear on the map if they were
Yeah, it
there.
would.
But for them, it's just
Because in this, it's like, oh no, it's just like they're around a black hole or something. So
an
they're
energy
implying
source.
that
Yeah.
it's
But
completely
what's
invisible
weird
to
is-
everything.
That might be the
They-
case.
They don't realize how close
don't
they
explain
are
it.
to the ring.
They
Because
can't
by the end of
see
the
it.
episode, it's kind of implied that it's pretty fucking close.
Yeah.
You
they
can
can't
look out a
see it.
fucking window and see it with where they're located.
Yeah.
It's a bad show.
So, no,
Yeah.
this is dumb. No, this is dumb. You can look out the window and see it, but that's pretty much it. And they bring her back. Your favorite character, John.
Yeah, little Oni villain. She's trying to be the wannabe bad guy, trying to be evil. She's so cartoonish.
Cheeks' speech, it makes no sense. I've been on the other side of that gun, and I didn't question because we didn't want to know, but we always know. Like, motherfucker, what? Who thought this dialogue was good? Who?
The same. It's black pilled chief.
Yep.
Like,
That's all it is. It's just black pilled.
I have never been so happy that a season is coming to it. Like, I thought season 1 was atrocious, but the name of this episode is literally Thermopylae. Like,
Is he talking about Mackie when he says that? Because I can't think of anyone else that he's been told to kill that would be bad
no,
from
Quad.
his perspective.
Remember?
First episode with Quan.
Oh,
He
Quan
was-
deserved it. No,
we all agree
He's
on
gonna
that.
run Quan.
It's so he started questioning things when he met Quan. And that's when it all started to unravel because they're like, "Oh, they lied to us." But you don't lie to Spartans because they're gonna find out. Like, they're not stupid, but they're treating Chief like an angsty teenage boy. Fucking Kai, I hate her
Dead.
so much. This bitch.
Dead. Punch in the
Dead.
back of the
Yeah.
head like that
Dead.
from a
Yes.
Spartan.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's fucking
Bone
dead.
broken. Right in the back of the neck for sure.
Hopefully.
But that's
So
it.
that's a plus point.
She starts off
Yeah.
as a cartoonish little sub-villain, and she ends off in a cartoonishy way, getting bonked in the back of the head. And then she disappears off camera. That's the last time you see her.
Didn't ask for your help, Kai.
Like,
I work
shit,
alone.
if you guys want to write kids shows, fucking go over there. Don't go into
After everything Kai's done to him, and he's just like, "Oh, I didn't ask for your help." It's like, what? I'm amazed he's not shot her in the face.
So this is
I
where it
fucking
turns
would
out.
have.
This is where it turns out that Quan is actually the smartest scientist in the entire universe. This whole
Whoever designed
whole
this
puzzle-
complex built
the big key to everything.
yeah.
The one thing
What-
they needed that none of them had.
Because Mackie wasn't diverse enough, and Marie didn't see Miranda enough. She wasn't. She didn't have the training, so it had to be Quan from this podunk wasteland of an outpost planet. Who? I just.
That's her analyzing,
Everything
and she's about to
fucking
figure it out.
hurts.
So this is the space battle you get. This is it. The dots appear. She gets on the comms. She's like, "Okay, dokie, you're going to go fuck up the covenant now. Okay, dokie." And
We don't
that's
even-
it.
Honestly,
It's
what
like,
did they
fine.
expect
We
them
had
to
a-
do?
Yeah, we even had a camera view of them all lined up. We didn't even get any shake or any damage to the ship. Nothing. Like, not even an idea that they were getting attacked. They just boop, 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 boop. Great.
That's it. That's it. And then this is my problem with Ackerson in the show. Apart from the fact I think he's a pretty bad representation of the character, he just has this weird 180 and he just goes back and forth, especially throughout this episode. It's like all of a sudden he cares now. It's like, motherfucker, you just let a whole planet die. You trained your Spartan Freeze to pretty much be sacrificial lambs to buy humanity time. And when they're doing exactly that, now you're upset.
Yeah. They needed a monologue or a conversation with him to show that development in the previous episodes. In episode 5 or 6. Not this flip of the coin.
They needed a lot for his character.
Right,
They
they
did
needed a
not
lot. They
give
cut
it.
out. They must have cut out shit or something.
No, they never
'Cause-
had it. They never cared. They just told him to be. I looked him up because of Disparu. Apparently, he is like a massive heartthrob and has chicks like obsessed.
It's because he
with
was
him.
the bad boy. He was the evil, and he was the one of the original vampires, and he was literally the I will go around and just kill everything.
Yeah,
vampire.
he's there specifically because female like women, they polled women and women found Pablo not attractive. Like that's why they made him buff up. They're
They
like,
had
"Hey,
to poll people for that.
they polled women. They polled women, and Pablo was found to be less than desirable. So he was supposed to be like the eye candy for women, and I guess his character is supposed to be like super commanding and have this like really what did they say? Like
Gravitas?
not gravitas. They used a different. It was something presence, a heavy presence. He was supposed
Okay.
to be like this
But
really.
they've made him
heavy presence.
subservient to that her.
Yes, because
in
they
like the
can't have it.
First two or three episodes, he probably was, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's because she came back. The moment
Yeah.
she
Yep.
reappeared, he loses it.
yeah, well, because they can't have it both ways. They can't give females the smoldering in command, like I guess vampire esque feel that they want, and have a brown woman in charge. Like it doesn't work. You can't have a man who is like super just on top of everything, make sure shit gets done, has this gravitas like John was talking about, has this air about him, and can just like his presence is felt in the room. You can't have that and have a woman be in charge. It doesn't work.
Well, the entire point of Klaus Michelson was even when they had like the most powerful people in the entire world against him and would literally be able to force him to do whatever they want, he was just like, no, F you, I'm going to do it anyway, and would take down the entire room. Even if he got thrown into the bottom of the ocean, he would come back and make sure they all died. There was no compromise anytime at any point. So if they were going for that, they failed.
See, that sounds badass, and that's who Ackerson was apparently supposed to be in this season because it was supposed to be intriguing for women. and it didn't work because
Honestly,
he just comes off as pathetic.
Yeah, I still can't get over the idea that they pulled women for a video game show and make decisions on that.
Because they have to brag about numbers.
Yeah,
they have
man.
to.
Yeah,
They
it's true.
need it.
Does Paramount or any show? I don't watch many of these types of shows, and I'm sure you can see why. Do they? Is it normal, like for Star Trek, for example? Would they have deleted scenes?
Star Trek has a lot of deleted scenes.
Yeah, that happens
I mean,
in
like even
everything.
like the newer stuff.
That
Yeah.
happens in everything. Yeah,
There
I
are
mean,
so many reshoots on this new Star Trek Discovery. Like it got delayed like 3 or 4 times because of reshoots.
So
there's-
would there be like a director's cut type thing?
No,
Paramount-
not on TV
Not normally for shows.
Yeah, Paramount would
Yeah.
never let that shit see the light of day.
You gotta assume that with TV shows, they usually have a script and they usually try to shoot over the length of time of an episode so they can cut it back down so they can like adjust things if they need to. So yeah, there's going to be deleted stuff in almost every show that you have. So
I mean,
Well, yeah,
Stargate
then-
was the other way around. In Stargate, they actually filmed some scenes because they were under time. Yeah, one of my
pretty
favorite
rare.
scenes when they're doing a time loop episode and they do this whole comedy skit of things that you would do in a time loop just to kind of piss about. So like the kissing people or playing golf through the wormhole and things. That was just made to fill time because they were under time.
So do you think it's pretty possible that there is a fair bit of deleted shit for him then?
I mean,
I don't think it'd save him
it's-
as long as he's
yeah.
subservient to her.
yeah, it no matter what it is, unless he like stabs her in the chest or something over his Spartans.
That's
don't-
not going to be a deleted scene.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
don't see how any missing or deleted or altered footage could save his character. Because he's just a doormat.
I'd say a monologue would have done it right. A monologue or something of at least some self-reflection on, seeing that he's taking the position of Halsey and, getting a sort of sense of responsibility for those that he's training. Yeah, but we needed that. But it's not important. The men aren't really important in this show. It's mostly the women that are driving the narratives in this show.
Which is why it sucks. It's why it's all emotional and talking and no fucking action or nothing happens to drive the plot forward. And when shit does happen, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, we're about to get to it where Quan makes shit float in the air. I'll wait.
She
wait.
picks it up. Well, this is for you, John. How many Spartan 3s are you willing to sacrifice? All of them. And now he's upset. What?
That's not enough.
That's their point.
Care about-
That's the whole point.
That was the whole. Yeah, that was it. This the whole purpose. That was the training that they had to go in. They knew very well, all the way up to the top of the echelon, that it is nearly impossible to escape a Covenant ship, and yet they're expecting all of these people to do this exact same job. Yeah, no, it was all fucked. It was all fucked from the beginning. Now it's just being, if he was smart, go ahead.
Being willing to sacrifice all of them makes sense because you've got to wipe them out because the Halo's so important. I get that. But they don't seem to stand any chance at all to do anything to this fleet. So sacrificing all of them for no gain.
It's like throwing a pebble at a hurricane.
Yeah, they got so many overlapping fields of fire with their fleet. That's why they were training with going after one single ship, because all those overlapping fields of fire, boom. Well, it's like we watched. They got wiped off the chessboard.
Well, I mean, by this stage in the war, weren't they like actually trying to avoid as much space conflict? Because
With the
by this
Covenant,
point,
yeah.
by this point they were like, we've been getting our ass kicked for 30 years. It works out to didn't they like have like some equation where it was like
Yep.
20 of our ships can take out one of theirs if we're fucking lucky?
Yep,
Yeah.
and
Because they're just
also
so
they
far
had,
advanced.
Yeah, the tech. That's why the Forerunner technology was so important.
Yep, and strict tactics too to keep away from keep
There are-
survivability high and to ensure the Cole protocol at all times.
Yeah,
Oh,
zero tactics in this show still.
Cole,
Zero.
the Cole protocol does not
Not
exist in this fucking
No.
timeline.
Negative.
Every episode would just be Cole going, ah, what the fuck?
Like he would have dealt with what's her fucking name? Indian lady who's in charge and steps on
Parnosky.
Ackerson. Parnosky. he would have crushed her already. Like, she would not be a thing at all. Not even a little. I hate it all so much. This
So,
also,
you
I'm
would
so
think-
sick of this
go on.
side plot. I'm so sick of it.
So yeah, this shit's been going for like 3 episodes, and you know what? It doesn't even end in this episode.
No,
We have to go into the next episode with this fucking side quest still going.
psycho wife chick who really, like, she definitely needs to die. I have stood beside you through everything. Like, bitch, no, you haven't.
Yeah, I know, you literally did it. You threw your wig off in an act of defiance. Oh man. Okay,
Yeah,
John. Yeah, go on. I know this part has really bothered you.
It's so confusing because it's such a mixed bag with this because he understands the situation and what's going on. He wants to have his son, but they're right in the middle of a fucking Oni Section 3 facility being hunted down. They're trying to get their son out, and then all of a sudden he comes in. No, let's let it happen. Let's let it happen. You want popcorn, Soren? Do you need a fucking big fizzy drink? Rig, it just made no sense to me to have him wanting to see his kid go through what he did as a child at his age. But I understand, like, what I did like about this is like there was the camaraderie, the brotherhood between the 5 of them who survived. Like he was saying in this, when we were kids getting beat up, the only last 5 people were the characters the Spartans that we know, Silver Team and him. And there's like they fought together, they lost together, they formed a bond from that. And that's what he's trying to get back to. He wants to return to that bond that he has, but she doesn't understand whatsoever. And I can kind of understand that because it's like, you have
No
your
one can
best
understand
friend.
that.
Well,
No one
for
can
me, I
understand
could.
that.
It's similar to like being away from, like, separated from your best of friends or your brothers that you've been with for years and years and years, and have this like sudden disconnection from them. It's a kind of like a remnant. Like he wants to like relive the past. To feel that brotherhood again. But they have such a piss poor job at going at it, because then they have her up in his face trying to, tell him he's absolutely
They
psycho.
needed to get the point across where he needed to turn around and go, listen, there's no way you could possibly understand what it was like to be kidnapped by your parents, have your parents think you died because they cloned you, and then you grew up in some secret military facility where you were injected with body augmentations that killed half of your friends.
Yep.
There's no way anyone can understand that. And instead he's just like, well, we were kids. We had to guard the tunnel because we were kids. And then she's all like, eh!
Well, that's it. They wanted the writers wanted to imply that is a toxic attitude, a toxic outlook, and that's why they made it so sloppy and so terrible. And it's just the writers are so anti-human. They don't like humans. They don't like humanity. They don't like the human spirit. Like, the best way I can describe this is that if humanity was a torchlight, all they would focus on is the shadows that it casts. That's it. And it's pretty much what sums up in a lot of the things that go on in the personal drama that develops in this show. That they all.
But they have no point being in the series because they have nothing to do with what the series is about.
Yeah.
They're an entirely different planet, separated from everything, every single action. They don't interact with it in any way, shape, or form. You might as well have me there going for a pint of milk every episode.
It'd still be more interesting than
milk
anything
have an
that happens
ass.
in this show.
Yeah, I'd rather have that side quest.
Yeah.
It's literally as much to do with the Halo as they are.
We call it foxhole love because, like, when you're in the foxhole with your brother to your left and right and at bond, the psychologists and psychiatrists like to call it trauma bonding, and they're like, we need to pull you out of that because you're not in that foxhole anymore, so you have to let these people go. And you really just want to punch the psychiatrist in the face because they're trying to strip something away from you that, like, you cannot put into words. And so it's really difficult. This is why vets have such a hard time after getting out because there is no program, there is no anything to like. Yes, you have Skype and you've got FaceTime and all this shit, but like,
Who the fuck
There-
uses Skype?
I don't know. This was on the
Veterans.
yes, vets.
They come
but-
out the army. They still want to use all their technology from like 10 years
Fucking
ago.
hell, people that went to prison for 15 years are more up to date.
But they try to, they're just like, oh well, there's all this technology now, but it's not the same fucking thing because you lived, you just did everything with these people every day of your life for years. And so to get to be ripped out of that or to rip you away from that, like they try to say, oh yeah, like you like SEPs, you'll be fine. You'll go through the classes and it'll let you know what to expect and you'll be okay. And a lot of vets aren't because they're cut off from
But yeah,
everything.
imagine all that. This is why I take issue with this particular scene. Is
Yeah,
like,
me too.
because it could just be like, woman, they experimented on us when we were children.
Yeah.
You could argue if I am technically human or not. And instead, he just has this feminine fucking, well,
Yeah.
you know, we were friends and we had to guard a tunnel and they'd come in and beat us up, but we stood our ground. It's like, yeah, but you're forgetting, like, this whole show keeps forgetting that these are supposed to be Spartan 2s.
Yep.
Lethal.
Like, they are like, a lot of humans look down on them.
Lethal.
Our boys, the ODSTs, don't fucking like them because they're like, we don't really think you're that human.
Yeah.
Lethal.
Yeah.
They didn't read the source material.
Without any
They
of that, it's
don't-
still like they're in their
they-
own fucking
they
show.
don't
They're in their own show. They've had
understand.
2 seasons of that.
They
They even
don't
said that they were
care.
experimented on.
They
Instead, he has to
didn't
do this
read
feminine rant just to be
They
out.
don't
Fucking, it's
care.
fucking gay. It's a homosexual
don't know.
jihad.
They don't
I agree.
care. There's no consistency. They don't care about the show's writing. They just want you to watch it and leave it alone. They don't care.
I
They
can't
don't
leave it alone.
remember
I
from
can't.
episode to episode what they wrote. All they care about is, can we insert some scene that everybody will talk about each week?
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
A fatwa on Paramount. I am calling for a fatwa.
Yeah.
No, you're
Ah,
right. You are
okay.
right, Mike. You are
It's a
very right.
homosexual
They-
jihad.
But it goes beyond. John is
Listen,
right.
Al-Gaib.
John is right. It goes beyond. It goes beyond not caring from episode to episode. These people actively hate humanity and everything that draws
To be
us.
fair, they do live in California.
That's true.
Everything.
It kind of like feeds the point, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they are actively anti-human. Everything that, because there are certain things that transcend the divisions. Like, so there are all these things that divide us, but there are certain things that happen in this world that bring people together. And
Like a
they-
homicidal, genocidal alien invasion.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So like all of this petty squabbling is so tunnel visioned and so small brained that I wonder what they told the writers to do. Like I don't understand how you could take a galactic war against a homicidal religious zealot covenant. They're called a covenant for a
Inshallah.
reason. Like how do you fucking screw that up? Like I don't understand how you can look at this and say, okay, the aliens are just misunderstood and the humans are going to have all these petty squabbles that we have in first world problem areas, and there's going to be all of this drama and turmoil to make it a character driven story. But the characters fall flat because there is no greater purpose to this show. And everything is selfish and self-centered and short-sighted. It's anti everything that humans do.
If you
That's why I defend Halo 4's ending, because
So all the
If
writers
you
want to
smell enough of
focus
your
on are the
farts-
shadows that the light casts. You know,
Yeah.
that's it.
if you smell enough of your farts, you will be incapable of making anything with any kind of decency. And these people have smelled enough of their farts that they think this show is good. They told you it was good. There are people reviewing this show that still say it's good. They said it's good. They said it's completely back to where it should be.
Pablo called it a quality TV show.
Quality TV show.
Quality TV
And
show.
what did I tell you, Lethal? What have they been saying? That they're pushing towards the games. They're almost caught up with the games. They're almost there. I'm telling you right now, this whole thing has been an origin story. They will use that excuse. And you know why? I remember this. There was another show that did the same shit. Although that show at least had 2 quality seasons of it. It's called Arrow. They did the same shit with Arrow. They kept doing weird things, and the show kept getting worse and worse. And they kept promising everybody they were getting to the point where it would catch up and be like the comics and be like the show and the character that they all know and love. And they never fucking got there.
So he's never going to land on the
By
ring.
the time they got there, they just turned him into what
He's going to keep
green-
landing on Maquis' ring. That's what he's going to keep landing on.
Oh boy! And then we get this fucking gay scene.
This chick. Yeah.
I hate Perez.
Where
I
is it?
would
Hold
still,
on. I
though.
wanted to see it. I want to see it. Look me in the eye and tell me they're not trying to make her Sarah Palmer.
Oh,
I'll look her in the eye and yeah, never mind.
She only gets a pass because she's Latina, and I have
Yeah.
a thing for brown bitches. I just
Latino women are they got something. There's something there. Yeah.
they got a chokehold around me, man.
I'll give you an extra spice to your life.
Especially with the
That's
angry
really
eyes.
racist.
It's like Uchi mama.
John.
What? I love spicy foods.
That's super
Nothing,
racist.
I love you.
That's so racist.
They're trying to turn her into fucking Sarah Palmer, but
Yeah.
she's a Spartan 3 instead of a Spartan 4.
Yeah.
I do not understand Spartan. They've done such a terrible job of explaining what Spartan 3s are in this.
You
I don't
know
know. To
everything.
me, they just seem like overly glorified fucking. I don't know, because they don't have any genetic modifications as far as we know, because they haven't shown it. They sure as shit ain't war orphans because, well, we met her fucking family. They had dinner with Cheeks. They asked him what his KD was in some video game.
Well, to be fair,
My
her
guess-
family
Basically,
did
just
die.
said they're better trained soldiers in different armor is what I've thought from the show.
My guess is that they probably completely scrapped the idea of Spartan 3s and just move the Spartans 4 up to Spartan 3s because they don't want to have to explain why Spartan 3s are different than Spartan 2s. That would be the writing excuse that they would use, just like they keep excusing why they keep showing Chief's fucking face every fucking chance they get. All these fucking stupid zoom-ins on Pablo Schreiber's stupid fucking big nose. I don't want to fucking look at his face anymore.
The guy who was so ugly, you needed to bring in a different guy to
Right?
get people to watch.
and then you cucked that guy after episode 2.
What a world. What a world.
Yeah, it's fucked.
You better be watching that.
That she hasn't earned the right to have this conversation. Like, how did she go from whiny, weepy, panicky Perez to now all of a sudden she's a hardened, tough? I'm
tell
watching
you
her
how.
I don't
ass.
get. Sorry, go on.
It's the ass pill. They put the ass pill in her, and now she's angry. That's the
That
only
make more
thing.
sense. That make
It
more
would make
sense.
it'd be the only thing. Why would she complete her? She's not the same character anymore. She
No,
got
she's
that
not.
armor on. She acts totally fucking different.
What I don't get though is, shouldn't only kill her, because they'd be like, you were on Reach with Master Chief, so you kind of prove our whole point is a lie, and you're probably going to end up talking to Kai, who was on the same team as Chief, and she's going to figure out that we're lying.
She and Kai have already talked.
And
Like,
either kill.
they've
either
already
kill her
seen
or
each
com-
other. They've already seen each other. She didn't say anything.
You know, for a
Correct.
shady, dodgy
Yeah.
Black Ops organization, they're kind of shit.
They really are shit.
This
Well, if they-
show is
if-
shit.
If they had actually read the source material, they would have a few ideas to go at it. They'd either keep her at a tight, a close knit, actually have her join Oni and keep her tight knit so that she wouldn't be outside and exposing Oni and shit, or they bring her to Midnight Facility like they do every one of their political prisoners.
See
Mhm.
but here's the thing: Prodosky throwing her at the Covenant, that makes sense because she just watched the entire first wave get wiped out. So this would be a clean way to get rid of her.
That's true in a way. Yeah,
but
you're right on
wouldn't you
that.
want to kill her off before everyone starts talking. They've been hanging
Yeah,
out for a few
it is
Nobody
Before
is
you
telling
trained
you
her to be an
that
elite
is-
soldier.
Nobody
To have her
accused these
being trained
writers
under
of being
Kai.
intelligent.
But we do have a fix for this entire thing. Get Cat Williams to be cast as Johnson.
Yes! Do it! Oh, fucking do it.
And I said, bitch, you stay with the Master Chief. He'll know what to do.
Yeah. Oh, I know what the ladies like.
I hate you, Joe Rogan. Fuck you, Joe Rogan. Yeah, I'll come on your show, Joe Rogan. We're going to talk about pyramids. I sell out for anything in a heartbeat, but I pretend like I won't. But these fucking white bitches, they're even worse than me.
Damn.
Goddamn mess.
Does she look like an AF? Why? See, Chief has all these psycho women who have backstabbed him, betrayed him, used him, backed the bus up over him, left him to die, left him to rot, lied about him, didn't trust him, didn't believe him, didn't listen to him, and now they're all crawling back, begging for his forgiveness.
It's like a marriage.
Fucking white bitches. I
Yeah.
swear
White
to
bitches.
God.
Oh, man. We'll even talk about here. Oh, where's my...
Yeah, they're talking. She's trying to trying to explain her point of view on all of this, and then she's kind of like, he's just fed up not having to hear it. Doesn't want to hear it because she just, she chose to trust those who wanted to kill her team over them, and that is something that he can't get over.
And she fucking tries to justify it by, well,
good
you
soldiers
lied-
follow orders.
You lied to us. Bitch,
You
what?
lied to me, so I wiped our planet.
Right?
Yep.
Like, you fucking lied to me, so I left you behind to die with all the other humans on Reach.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna put that on her. It's because they made her oblivious, made her a fucking retard, completely blind to
Then
the whole
why is that not
situation.
her excuse?
Yeah, why is it?
I'm
Yeah,
retarded.
exactly.
Well, it's just,
She
I made a
clearly knew
mistake.
because she went along with it.
I didn't know I made a mistake, yeah, that's pretty much what went on in that little conversation. But John wasn't having it.
She said, she's like, I trusted the wrong people. I made a mistake. She's a fucking Spartan too. Why the fuck would she trust anyone else? They know how shit the rest of the fucking universe is. Why the fuck would she ever trust anybody outside of Spartan 2, especially her own fucking fire team, not to mention her fucking fire team leader? Why the fuck did she think that that was okay? She didn't. She's an opportunistic, backstabbing bitch, and I fucking hate her.
Okay.
Because she turns on fucking Ackerson in the next scene.
Abandoned them. Like I'm sticking with that. There, it doesn't seem like backstabbing to me. It just seems like a sheer abandonment.
Mike, in your best Cat Williams voice, can you please read this?
Aside all covenant parties, John, I tell you what. The Sankeeli all have gay sex orgies. I know all the secrets.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right, now is this
Door
where
looks so
Quan?
shitty.
Is this where Quan becomes the smartest scientist of all time?
Well, hold on a second. Now, I will listen real quick. John has made a lot of. He's went out of his way to defend this show a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
trying to be the
respect-
medium.
He's trying. He's trying.
Well,
They set this up
He's
in
bad
season 1, and I'll tell you how. She's Asian.
What?
Yeah.
We've
my
been
God.
waiting this whole time for her to use her Asian brain to figure some weird thing out because
You
that's
guys
what
can
Asians
see
are
that-
good at. And she looked at the door and she went, "Wait a minute.
They
I
did say
see
it was a maths
something.
equation.
I see something." And then she figured it out.
it's not.
And-
not
And then
they-
you have
math.
Catherine over here being like, "I'm gonna call the cops."
Yeah.
She freaking okay.
I'm being attacked by a
this-
minority. They're gonna show up and shoot her dead. But she was
This-
like, I figured it out. I know now. And everybody's like, yeah. They finally
She does
paid
look
off.
like someone whose son would be a cop, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She does.
She
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
The thing that kills me about this shit right here is Miranda, not Miranda, but Silver Timeline Miranda. She pulls this fucking, not Forerunner tech, but she pulls this ancient tech piece out of the fucking cargo pocket of her pants. And it's like, I don't know what it is, but it must be valuable. Bitch, it was just chilling in your pocket.
When
Like,
she pulled
what?
it out of her butt, I would have
No,
watched
she-
it.
like
look-
an iPhone.
Yeah, she's pulled out right there.
Whatever
it must
it
be
is.
valuable.
It must be valuable. Let me just store it in the side pocket on my fucking shin.
I mean, it's lasted this long.
I
God,
appreciate that
head-
Disper's response to me being like, why Quan figured it out. He's like, what?
I did wonder where you were going with that one.
Yeah.
She rubbed the cave painting So now she knows what to do with the
No.
pretty little knob.
We already established this. It's her, the weird thing
Yeah.
that they do with mathematics and stuff. They're really good at it.
There is this like supernatural factor going on with her that is yet to be explained. and
Chinese
probably won't be
mysticism,
explained.
yeah.
Chinese mysticism.
Ancient Chinese
Just
secret.
better
huh?
schools.
And
Yeah.
yeah, that's
call
the
it
way they can
opium.
explain it. Magic.
There's no magic in
a
Halo.
show. I know. You know I know. But this is what the writers are.
I think there
It
is.
hurts. And it doesn't
just
hurt so
blows.
good. It hurts very, very bad.
Oh, there's a part that hurts good for Mackie coming up later. All right. So, John, do you want to take the lead on this part?
Okay. Yeah, well, here at this point, now that he's all like flustered that his Spartan 3s are getting killed all of a sudden, he's actually went and actually bothered to look at what exactly is going to happen with this. And okay, first off, there's never been a single Covenant warship that has had an explosion that massive on a scale, even when their freaking fusion generators blew up or got torn apart. We had the super carrier, like even in Halo 2, we had the super carrier sitting above orbit and from Earth. Master Chief dragged that big ass bomb right in there, right in front of the freaking right in front of the engines, blew that up, should have caused if it was just a small little explosion, didn't destroy. But in this, we're supposed to believe that a single ship would set off an explosion that would take out an entire solar system. Get the
about
fuck
when-
out of here.
When Tom threw the nuke in the carrier in one of those Reach trailers.
Even worse. Yep, absolutely right. Sitting right above in atmosphere had the nuke
Yeah.
go off in front of the engine.
Yeah,
and
so-
didn't blow up the planet.
They try to get away with this by saying that the spike
Cause a chain reaction.
Concentrate. Yeah, so the spike compresses the reaction and then concentrates it out. But even then, what you're talking about is a reverse funnel. It's still like it wouldn't do this. If anything, it would suck stuff into it. It wouldn't blow out. But that doesn't even make sense. Like there's no
Oh, cut out ADG.
amount of energy.
There's
Like
no
you
what?
would need a star.
Sorry,
There's
there's
no
no
what?
what you cut out.
Oh shit, I don't know.
You weren't even listening to
I-
what
but
the
I-
fuck you said.
I don't know. I don't.
You're pulling a Halo.
So there's no. What I'm saying is there's no fusion engine that is big enough to blow up like this. You need a star for this. For this amount of energy. For this amount of energy displacement, you need a star.
And it's absolutely stupid, but freaking the writers don't understand this. Don't understand how things blow up. They don't care. They just wanted to have this plot point so that they
So
can
no, 'cause
have the
this shows a
tension in
pretty
the
big
next
bomb.
episode. So with this, Ackerson realizes, and it all starts clicking in his head that yeah, this is a suicide mission, like everybody else expected it to be watching the show. And then he runs right off. He takes off. He's ready to go and I don't know, friggin' confront Parangovsky or try to figure something out. And with that, he runs into his old buddy John Boy there.
Where's my armor? Alfred, where's my armor?
And yeah, that's it. There's just pretty much like, can I kill? Let me kill him. Give me a reason not to kill him. I can't think of a single thing.
Yeah, Kai is the most fucking fair weather bitch ever.
Who's more
Oh, yeah.
of a home wrecker, her or Mackie? Gotta be Mackie.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably
here is
not
just a
kidding.
soldier trying to look for somebody to lead her.
To be fair,
She needs a
Perez-
man in her life.
Perez,
Mackie is straight up trying to. Yeah, she's
Reach-
just trying to get clapped. That's all.
Reach could have been avoided if Perez had spoken up, if Mackie hadn't brought them to Reach, and if Kai hadn't abandoned them. Those three women are literally why Reach died.
Yeah, but I feel like Mackie goes for married men specifically.
Yeah. She sensed the connection between Chief and
Yes.
Cortana. She's like, I need some of that.
Home wrecking's her pastime.
Mhm. So this whole part is just him being like, "Oh, I could kill you, but you're gonna take me to get my armor.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need it attached?
Deets, the women in the show are all fucking psychotic.
Rip his face off.
Can I touch
So at
his
least
dick?
that's realistic.
Yeah. Can I grab his dick? Can I do it, please?
And look at this. Look at
What
this.
if he just killed
Hold
him?
on.
Incinerate
so much
everything
better.
within 1,000,000 miles.
Oh, we don't see it just yet, do we? Instead, we get fucking Quan actually becoming the smartest scientist ever. And watch, this is the part Lady G talks about. Watch what
Yes.
Quan does. She's just like, okay, cool.
This is a projection. There's nothing there. Like, it's a projection. Quan walks over. Watch what this bitch does. Not just math, not just language. Stars. Bitch, math, stars are pure math.
She knows exactly where to put it.
And she just
I've already
Told you.
explained this to you.
air.
She
What the
is
fuck?
she is
All
in
the
full on.
universe.
She's in full on Asian math mode now. It all makes sense. She unlocked the equation. She's got it now. She's
But
figured it out.
stars are math. Like, they are
She sees
pure
through the code.
Math.
Yeah, she sees through the code.
This
She's
isn't
like,
the fucking
I saw
Matrix.
this on a wall somewhere.
This is
I can
not
make the
the
stars
Matrix.
work.
This is oh my.
You're right, Lady G.
Are you
It's even
Asian,
better.
Lady G?
Yeah, are you an Asian person?
Because if
I
not, you won't know their struggle.
Do you have Asian lineage somewhere?
Probably.
I don't think you do because you would have figured out these stars.
Yeah.
Okay? I see
These-
everything now. I get it. And
I
she
already
goes,
have a black guy on the stream. I can't fit an Asian.
No.
There's
Yeah.
nothing there, and she just puts
Yeah.
the knob in the air.
Yep.
Well, you're going to phrase it.
Magic. It's practically magic at this point. For an ancient alien technology, it's practically magic at this point. So
Yeah, who
Well, you
knows?
do
It's-
get that with sufficiently advanced technology, so I'll let it off.
at a certain
with
point,
that.
yeah, science does look like magic to
But
to
there's
people.
One point I want to part out, which is back here, and it's to do with Halsey, and you get a really better example of it later in the episode. But Halsey, I don't know, she went from being badass fucking woman that's prepared to kidnap children to just starstruck by everything she fucking sees. I get she's a scientist and all that, but like that right there, going, wow, that's not Catherine. Catherine would be looking around going, all right, I gotta figure this out, counting it in my head. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
got it. She
Well,
wouldn't
she'd
be
have
like,
a little
"Whoa,
bit of-
this is so cool.
She'd get a little wet between the legs about it.
But she wouldn't show it like that.
Yeah, she wouldn't be like this. It's
Yeah,
like it's totally out of character. Just like this
just get
glowing
mocked.
smile of her.
Like she would like crack like some crazy scientific code that
I-
fucking
Record it. That's what she'd
Yeah.
be going at.
Can you?
Yeah,
okay.
like
can you
something
go-
like Isaac Newton couldn't even figure this out. Albert Einstein can't figure this out, and she's like, "Got it. Move on. Next
Yeah,
part."
but you know what they weren't? Asian.
Oh my god.
We can't skip past the brushing of Jacob Keyes' death with them, where
Yeah.
where Halsey tells Miranda that your father died and says, oh you can't
By
be
the way-
sure. He might have escaped. No, I saw. Oh, walks off camera. That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, Dad's
That is-
dead.
And then the stars pop up, and she forgets it, and she's over it.
Yep. No
So this-
mourning.
This Starscape scene is out of Star Trek Discovery.
Some people are saying it's Galadriel.
It is a Galadriel moment.
Yeah, it is.
What,
good.
what happens? What happens
Galadriel
in that? I
moment.
never watched that show.
When she's riding the horse, and she has like this freaky,
Yeah.
demonic,
It's like psycho, like
yeah, psychopathic
white and
smile.
eyes smile.
It's-
Yeah.
It's insane. Hold on.
It was in Damsel as well, Lady G. The
Yes,
sec-
it was.
God.
Yes,
the moment
it
horse riding was there.
Yeah.
Is that becoming a trope?
What's
God,
what's
it's not.
worse?
Kind of like the girl
Rings of
running
Power
through
or
the-
this?
Fucking
Rings of
Rings of
Power.
Power.
Rings of Power.
Rings of
by a
Power
long
is
Because-
shot.
shits on something far
because
older
Rings of
and
Power-
far greater.
Yeah, Rings of Power has less reason to suck as bad as it does. So it makes it more egregious and more of a violation. At least with this, they were like, whoa, it's a separate timeline. All right, guys?
That's
Mhm.
its one redeeming thing. Hey.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
That's
Rings of
what-
Power thought it was smart. All the
Yeah,
time
it
they'd be
did.
saying lines like
Yeah.
they'd just written Shakespeare.
Do you know
and
why
you're
a
just
stone
cringing.
sinks?
Yeah.
Float.
Yeah.
Imagine
Oh,
this, but
wow.
the episode's twice as long with the...
It still creeps me out to this day. It's just bad.
And
It's
it-
so
she-
bad.
Did she just have an Asian kid figure out a puzzle for her?
I don't know, but
And
yeah,
they needed her to tell a blacksmith that alloys are stronger than the single metal alone.
Yeah.
It's just like
Well,
what
they
if you
discovered alloy.
blended? What if you took gold and added it, and you blended the metals, and it's just like
yeah.
fucking Celebrimbor needed to learn about alloys from Galadriel, the
Yeah.
greatest smith ever, human, elf, or dwarven. Like dwarves respected. the dwarves and the
Attaboy.
elves at this point hate each other, and the dwarves still respected Celebrimbor because he was such a master smith. Of the three races, he was the greatest smith. And he had to have a fucking female woman explain to him what the fucking alloy is.
Oh, she needed an Asian kid to crack a puzzle.
Yeah, she had to exploit the Asians, but that's pretty Halsey of her. So
Yeah, straight Halsey.
yeah,
Fucking. Oh! Do you guys remember this? You guys remember these?
yeah,
I haven't seen him in a fucking while.
it's crazy, bro.
It's literally since episode 2.
Yep.
Oh, Rizz's was there. Okay, I was going to say, they didn't show Rizz's. Wait,
Yeah,
is
it's
that?
Riz.
It's Riz, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's Riz's. Kai's is probably elsewhere, and
Yeah.
of course, Vanek.
Yeah, remember the armor?
Yeah, they're unique designs. These are actually kind of nice armor. I like their armors. For Kai,
I don't think
Vanek, and
anyone
Riz.
ever had a problem with the way the armors look.
Oh, they're unique. Well, that's the way it should have been. And that's the way people are expecting. Each, like at a certain point, each and every single Spartan 2 got suited their own unique design of armor.
Hmm.
And nobody ever, as far as I remember, nobody ever had a problem with that back in the day, and everybody was really appreciated that because it was like they each
Stand
were
out.
their own character.
Yeah, it really
Oh, yeah.
stands out. Like you go to like the Fall of Reach, especially like the comic version, and
Yeah.
it's just green soldiers on because it's all the same, and
Yeah.
it did become
Just the
cooler.
number.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while. There it is.
Look, it's the real Master Chief's face.
Yeah,
Yeah, just gonna blur that part out. Yeah,
Uh,
and then get rid of that fucking thing on the fucking breastplate.
yeah, on the
Keep the
breastplate.
number. Yeah, I think everyone was a bit like, whoa, I forgot these
Yeah.
existed.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we've seen these.
What the fuck is
Vanek.
Kai staring at?
Yeah,
Her
an empty fucking one.
Where her armor was supposed to be, maybe? I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, that's exactly where it's supposed to be. I just don't understand why she's just staring at it when she knows very well exactly where it is. It's just
Maybe she didn't.
she
Maybe
should have been looking at Riz's. Like this is the director's issue. He should have had her elsewhere, or no, she should have had her elsewhere because mostly female directors that they had for this season, right?
Yep.
If I remember it.
I am
God.
worse than
Correct.
him.
Get all this past. Yeah. Well, it's Halo. It is Halo.
Yeah, what the fuck is she looking at?
Yeah, it doesn't. It would have been like it would have made more sense if she was looking at Vanek or Riz's armor, like
Yeah.
actually like having a conversation with John, like they're trying to have here. But it was just poor direction on the director's end. And that's it. They have this moment where they're more, kind of having a recollection of Vanek and that, couldn't save him, kind of,
They killed my black
and they brushed
friend.
it right off again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't seem to give a fuck. And does she ever ask where Riz is?
No.
She did at the
I'll let
last
her off
episode.
with that. I don't care either.
Yeah,
Last
she
episode.
all John said was that she's alive. They did
Yeah.
say, yeah.
So this is the part where they're like, "Oh shit! If it goes public that you're alive, it's going to become clear that I lied, and me and Paranosky are fucked, and that means our whole narrative about what happened at Reach falls apart." And too bad. That's pretty much the whole scene.
Yep.
This Starscape, by the way, is from Discovery, Star Trek Discovery.
See, I swear this happens every week.
Yeah.
So this
Are
is
they
from
even
Star Trek. This is
recycling
from Star
CGI?
Trek.
So I think what they're doing, is because I think it's even, hold on, I'll show you what I mean. It's even the cut, like the palette is just way too similar. Hold on, Star Trek, Discovery, Star.
I mean, to be fair,
Right.
I don't mind them using the same star.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind, except it's supposed to be, they've used them for almost the same fucking shit. Because let's see. No, where is it? Of course I'm not gonna be able to find a still of it. But like there's just the reason that this show reminds me so much of Star Trek, it's like they have default programming that they just keep using for both shows. And it's one of the things that pulls me. I mean, not that this show doesn't have enough fucking issues, but it's one of the many things that just keeps pulling me out of the fucking show. Because it looks too much like Star Trek. Or Star Trek looks too much like this. And they're both fucking terrible shows. Star Trek Discovery and this are fucking awful shows. But here, I think this is as good as it's gonna get. But it's like all they did was they took the Starscape and they just fucking, what is it, like mirror screened it or whatever. So they flipped it so that stuff would be on the opposite side. But like, because over here was where the Starbird, like the yellow and everything was. Now they've got it on this side. And it's bizarre to me. Like, of all the places you would cut corners, you wouldn't think it'd be CGI. Because, like, you can literally do anything with it. Am I wrong? Am I misunderstanding?
Oh, I gotta be honest. I can't see it.
If you say so.
John, did you see it? You're muted.
John's muted.
God damn it. Well, with the CGI, I'm guessing they just freaking used recycled the same shit and either rendered the same kind of stuff with their program that they used.
But like, why would you do
That's
that?
as far as it is.
Because you have two.
Because it's cheaper and it cuts corners.
But you have
And
two
so they can,
shows
like,
in space.
launder
It's a
that money
really
into all
minor
other
thing
things.
that no one's going to care about.
But like,
Yeah.
but people do care about that shit. Like,
No, they don't. It's a load of stars in a picture that you see on the screen for 2 seconds.
It's there's a niche people that do kind of care about it, but in general, this will go right past people if they're not
Maybe Lady G
particularly
is
paying
Asian.
attention to that.
Yeah, but this universe has the same stars. Like, the stars are... It has the same planets, it has the same stars, they would be the same.
Milky Way galaxy,
G is
yeah.
Asian. I think that's what's going on here.
maybe
They don't
I get
run
like, but it just to me it seems lazy because this shows both. Like, the thing is, you can tell, like, freaking Stargate does not look like TNG, and neither of them look like Star Wars. Like, all of these IPs have very distinct color palettes and very distinct like,
Well, this is a very
ships
generic
and
way of showing the universes. This has been done in Stargate the same way with the stars in the sky, sort of a not virtual reality, but you know what I mean. Like, they're walking through the stars.
No, and
This
I
is
get,
a pretty standard way to show it.
no.
Yeah,
and
didn't
I-
Attack of the Clones
Yeah.
do this?
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
what I'm
they
saying. But the scene from Attack of the Clones doesn't look like this. Like, I feel
Probably
like
using
you
different
could
program.
you could literally pick this scene up and drop it into Star Trek Discovery, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And you could take scenes from Star Trek Discovery and drop them here into Halo, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Like, there's no. I guess what I'm getting hung up on is, like, there's no distinction between the shows.
Well, I
mean,
think it's the sets that are probably
The recycled
giving you a
sets.
more of a tone.
like, weren't you
It
saying
certainly
that the
feeds
ships
into
all
it.
look weren't you saying all the ships look the same? Like, when I'm over here complaining they're not purple enough.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, the scene from the last episode when you were like, it's so gray, and I'm like, yeah, it's from Star Trek. Like, it's literally out of Star Trek Discovery. You could drop it into Star Trek Discovery, and you'd never be able to tell.
That's terrible.
It's
But that's it. It comes from Paramount just recycling their old shit because they want to fucking cut corners as much as possible with these shows that they market as the top quality AAA freaking titles.
But like, the crazy thing is, like, it's not just happening in sci-fi. Like, you could take scenes from Rings of Power, Wheel of Time, and I forget what the other that other
Yeah.
fucking fantasy show escapes my mind, but it was supposed to be like this big thing, and it's just absolutely atrocious. But you could interchange them, and you'd never be able to fucking tell. Meanwhile, you have something like House of the Dragon. It looks like its own universe. It looks like its own
HBO.
world. Like, they were very, the costumes, the set pieces, the color palette, the languages, like it looks like its own Willow. That's what it was. Thank you, Bentham. Like
Yeah, well,
you literally could have either any of these fucking shows. So it could have Willow, Wheel of Time, or Rings of Power. You could have plucked a scene from any one of them, and you wouldn't be able to fucking tell which show it was from.
yeah, we get that.
And so you have it in fantasy, and now you have it in fucking sci-fi, and these people are wondering why their shows aren't making any money. It's because they're so fucking repetitive and monotonous, and there's nothing distinct about them.
Except for the sex. That was
Oh my god.
But they got rid of it, so it's sad.
So, anyways, our Asian Key opens the door.
She built a fucking Halo ring, guys.
Yeah.
Kai built the Halo ring.
Looks
Yeah,
more like a
she's
Stargate.
Yeah,
I know
Yeah,
it
that's
does.
true. Yeah, it
And
does.
she opens up this door. Halsey and Miranda go on through, and I gotta admit, I did geek out a little bit at this
Yeah,
little section.
Yes.
this is brilliant.
Right.
It's really
That's
good.
fucking,
This-
you got it.
Yeah, that's bang on.
Why could-
Again, straight off of Halo Designs, Light Bridge, Hard Light Tech. Just
Why couldn't we have more of this? Like they clearly have the capability to do it. So why are they not giving it to us?
because they're being very selective on what they focus on, and everything else that is secondary and tertiary, they don't give a fuck about.
But of all things, a bridge.
The bridge, it's a pretty bridge.
This fucking looks great.
It's a beautiful bridge.
Remember, like the first episode where Ackerson's dad was talking about his bridge? It's like, bro, fuck your bridge. This one's way better. Okay, yeah. So they're all still talking about that fucking shit about how they gotta do all that crap. Now, this is
Yeah.
the part where it gets a bit weird.
Very weird.
Just now.
People in the know. If you know, you know.
I don't. What the fuck is that? You think that's supposed to be a forerunner?
At
And
this
is, and
point,
is
I've
it
been
holding an
thinking about it.
index? And
And-
is it holding an index?
Oh man, I don't think it's an index. I think it's probably like a recorder, a logbook
You
of
know
some
what I
sort.
think?
Maybe we're gonna might find out next episode. But now with the second, third look, looking at this, like, it's hard to tell. It might be some crazy fucking forerunner human hybrid. Really don't know where they were going with this. They made it look humanoid, but it's
I
not.
know-
It doesn't look
I
human.
can tell you where
Well,
they're going with it.
Remember
They don't care.
No,
They
they
don't know
really
what
don't.
it is
I-
either.
it's
Looks like it's holding a Toblerone.
It's
Yeah.
oh my god. It's
Kind of
the-
shaped like one.
No, remember she found the DNA that was both human and ancient alien, and so this is one of the hybrids.
But you know why? You know why he's here, right? You know what this is all about, right? Like you guys figured it out because I admitted that I was wrong. I'll admit that I was wrong on this. This is absolutely them teasing the flood. This is exactly where the flood is.
Well,
gonna come
yeah,
from.
they
Oh
do
yeah,
tease the
absolutely.
flood.
Yeah,
John has a
absolutely.
really good theory about why the thing caves in.
Well, it's a failsafe for the flood. Those sample tubes that you saw there definitely freaking look like flood sample tubes. It's
Yeah.
a research facility.
Yeah.
Halsey was
Wrong.
right. It's an information and research facility. They got sealed up in there, and you can actually, if only like fucking hardcore Halo fans will catch this, but the main door. There's a big circular symbol in the center. That's a symbol for the Guardians. Those freaking
Mhm.
big ass fucking things from Halo 5, the Guardians. And there's another image above that they talk about that's got a little more negative connotation of growth. That symbol is the flood. That is the flood symbol. That is the forerunner rune that they use, or symbology that they use to represent the flood in their dialogue and stuff.
Might have been the most nerdy thing
shit.
you've ever said to me, John, and I respect the hell out of it.
This part looks fucking. They got it. Like this. Why does this part look
Yeah.
so good?
Because they're desperate.
And you notice it's all like dark and really difficult to see, but what you do see is fucking gorgeous.
I hate
More
what
cock-
they do to Halsey
More
here.
teasing, a little more ball tickling to keep you hanging around.
You have more
Hopefully
Halsey.
they see this next season.
The bridge is turning off, and Halsey just stops to look and look how great this is. So much down there. Like, oh, goddamn, Halsey. She was the
She
one
could see the
character I
same
thought they
stuff.
had somewhat okay until this episode.
She could see the
Blinded.
same
This
stuff
is
from safety at the end, though.
Yeah,
Like
right?
stuff on the
Right,
collapsing
yeah.
bridge.
This is what they're trying to show is like the pure scientist is taking out like the science purist who started the Spartan program and
Yep.
kidnapped these children. Like they're trying to show that because she had gotten soft over the years. Remember, Soren was like, "You've changed, you've gotten soft." This is her falling back into like her scientist thing, and it took Mom to jar her out of scientist mode.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
she's
But
an
scientists
idiot.
would be
She's-
logical and get to the end
No,
before they
no,
start
not
looking at
female
shit.
scientists.
Exactly,
No, stop, Disbrew. No,
Yes.
no.
Continue,
Not,
Disbrew.
Well,
but
it's an
she stops
oxymoron
on the
anyway,
bridge.
female
That's the thing
scientist.
in.
Yeah.
She
She was
stops on a
blo-
bridge that's turning off to look around.
Women can't be
Blinded by its
scientists.
majesty.
blinded by the light.
I don't see any fucking light on this show apart from that bridge. The bridge looks good.
I honest to God thought when like Quan held out her arms like that, I thought she was gonna I thought the two of them were gonna have to leap and Quan was gonna have to catch them both and then pull them up with one arm each. I legit thought that's
I
what
want to
was gonna
see
happen.
that now.
Oh my God. We
Oh
have to go
boy.
back. That was a city.
That's definitely
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
And they try to make this like confusing. That little scene with her, like all the lights going red, in particular. I got a little theory on that. I suspect that that's not showing. It goes in that scene there just before. Halsey's just saying that it's showing their history of Forerunner expansion. No. It's not the Forerunner expansion that we're looking at there.
It's the flood.
Exactly.
Invasions.
That's what I suspect that it is. And I think what is going on here is that in their own way, trying to explain that, hey, you open up this is what's going to fucking happen. Don't do this.
Didn't
And they don't
season one
understand.
tease the flood? Wasn't
Yes.
there a flood
Yes.
tease in season one?
Yeah,
Maybe
it was
like very
quickly.
it was like episode 5. It was a throwaway comment because apparently the Covenant knows it's out. Like the Covenant at this point knows that it's out there. Remember that throwaway line about how like we have to cleanse the universe because you don't know what else is out there like we do or whatever that
I
fucking
don't
line
remember
was.
that.
Fucking let me hold on.
Just remember when
So in the Silver Timeline, they know about the flood now.
At the very least, the Covenant know.
The Covenant knows.
Without ever being to a Halo ring.
Yep. And as far as we know, they might be
Oh
on the
my
Shield
God.
Worlds too or something, which would be
Shit makes-
utterly ridiculous.
This shit makes no sense.
That's because they never read the source material. But like what Mike said,
Yeah, they don't
How
give
could
a
they
fuck.
know?
they don't give a fuck. They
don't
just
know.
did a pilgrimage.
They just did shit. They're just throwing shit at the wall.
And if they know that the flood exists
They don't.
by this stage, how do they not know about the Halo rings and what they do?
Yeah.
Because you're
It's-
overthinking it. They don't know. They don't know. The writers don't know. They don't know. I don't think the
It's a
writers
goddamn
know what
mess.
the Halo rings do.
Oh,
No,
wow.
Mackie's alive.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's killing
Uh,
Lethal inside, and I'm not okay with this.
So
What if she's a flood?
oh god.
That would
That'd be
be more
pretty nice.
relieving than what they're really doing here.
Oh, ew, yeah.
Like the super intelligent capability
Well,
to
fuck the flood. It's a free whole flood.
Paint us down. Paint this town green.
Ew,
Yeah.
yeah, that's disgusting, John.
I think John sickened himself with that one. Like the moment he said it, he regretted it.
Okay, so from WinGG, it like explains the Halo game, but they talk about how Reach has to fall before the flood can happen to be released back into the galaxy. So the flood won't appear in the first season regardless of the line from the Covenant, but they don't say what line it was, and I don't remember what fucking episode it was.
Yeah, I do seem to
But-
recall there was a tease, but I just
Yeah.
don't remember it.
It's possible if the Halo show speeds up its pacing, the Fall of Reach could happen
Yeah.
in the finale of season 1, and we could be introduced to the Flood in season 2. But the Silver Timeline has to sort through its own storylines and climactic character moments in order to give a nice ending for new Halo fans being introduced to the lore.
What you just said is a fancy way of saying we're making it up as we go.
I'm reading you what the fucking deal says, and like
We're making it up as we go. We're going full J.J. Abrams. We're going to start filming before we finish writing. and we're just gonna make it up.
We're just gonna
Okay,
fly by
so-
the seat of our pants, ladies and gents. Let's see how far we go.
this part is confusing to me, and I really don't want to go into my whole Arbiter rant. Go watch my Arbiter video. I just don't. You can't have a connection to an Arbiter without at least being aware of why this particular one is an Arbiter. Halo Wars barely got away with it. And that's because they just said, well, let's just turn our Arbiter into a bloodthirsty psycho. We went from, the intelligent fucking tactical velvet arm to we're just going to throw up this new Arbiter and he's just going to have 2 energy swords and stab everyone. He's a psycho. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
And kill him off in the story too.
And kill him off. That's the other
Kill him
thing as
off,
well.
yeah.
Kill him off.
Yep. They did it right.
But this guy, they're talking about him, and he constantly talks about how he's dishonor, my great dishonor. This is my chance at redemption. But we don't know what the dishonor was that made him become an Arbiter. It makes so much more sense. No, sorry. It doesn't make as much sense to send an Arbiter to invade Reach, not kill Master Chief.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
They only needed
really
to do one thing,
especially
honestly.
at the behest of a human, it doesn't make any sense.
All they needed to do was make him responsible for losing the artifacts at the end of season 1. That's all they had to do to explain it. That would have been enough for him to get the mark of shame. At least in my perspective.
Yeah,
That
would've
wasn't there
worked.
something in this series
That
where
would've
they
worked.
did say about him and Master Chief at the end of season 1? It was something he did on that planet at the end. I'm sure they've mentioned it.
He failed to kill, but see, he shouldn't be like that's the other fucking thing. Chief should not be the demon yet. But like he says, like I failed to kill the demon. But
I
that
think
shouldn't
what
be.
you're talking about, Disparate, is Master Chief didn't kill the 3 prophets that were standing right behind him.
Yeah, but it is this Arbiter that mentioned it to her. I think it was in episode 1 or 2. And he talked about his failure in that finale episode. So whether that's a shame.
I don't remember
fucking
him speaking about
I
any
don't remember
details
that.
of it, but he did mention that, the shame and his failure and such. Just, I'm having a hard time remembering the details.
Everything happens off fucking screen in this
Yeah.
show. Everything, it's just like Lethal and I know for like there is a fucking line in season 1 that teases the flood, but I can't fucking remember where it is. And because everything there's nothing to anchor to. All the scenes look the same. It's all talking in hallways and talking in ships and talking in each other's faces and going down into like lock spaces and vaults and shit.
Yeah.
And everybody's just talking all the time. And there isn't any visual to connect anything to, except unfortunately, because now I gotta say Mike was right. The only fucking thing that has a visual is the fucking Halo ring when they're banging it out.
There you
That's
go.
it. Like at no point can you differentiate the planets. You can't differentiate location. You can't even tell how much time has fucking passed in this
That
show.
was a pause.
Yeah, that was a pause.
I was like, what's happening
Yeah,
there?
I got that.
So, she's basically saying, "Oh, my cheek juice is gone. I can't see the ring anymore. I have failed you." And then a Covenant fleet, well, they say it's a fleet, rocks up and starts shooting them from outer space. And he's all like, "No, I believe in you. I believe in you. You can save us." And she burns herself with the mark of shame.
Yeah. You were technically right, Lethal. She becomes an arbiter, not the arbiter, but she becomes
No,
an
surely
arbiter.
she can't just make herself an arbiter by doing that.
Why not?
I mean, I'll
Why
let her
the
do
fuck
it,
not?
Especially if she keeps taking that dress off.
No, you're right. Just rude. Not that wouldn't be the case. But
At this point, it's just a kink. It's not an arbiter.
Oh no.
I don't know. It's supposed to be like it just makes very little sense. Like maybe a freaking like bonding, but like it's so silly. Why would the brand mark a shame? Like I
Yeah, I don't get.
it doesn't make sense.
I don't even get why he carries it around with him.
So someone pointed out in Reddit, because I went into the bowels of Reddit. So this is supposed to kind of be like in the 60s when the hippies put like the flowers in the guns
Fucking
and stuff like
hippies.
that because she doesn't want war from either side. She doesn't want either side to die. And so she is like, Lethal, I'm just telling you what Reddit said. You can go take it up with them.
This is why you don't go to Reddit.
They're
Reddit's
like-
on heroin.
they're like she just wants peace, and so if she can carry the scars, because she has the scars on her back from humanity, and now she'll carry the scars of the Covenant, and she can be the bridge between
She's
the
a
two races.
Freaky bitch.
Yeah.
I knew I liked her.
Oh God,
Smash. Yep.
what the fuck?
What
Pass!
did Lady G say earlier? Don't stick it in crazy.
Yeah,
And
don't-
Mike's just like, no, definitely do.
She's not crazy. She's dedicated. She's loyal.
I like that face she's doing.
Look at that. Back it up. Back it up.
Ooh.
Let's go back 10 seconds. Look how much she
Dislocated
was
a
into
jaw.
Even the arbiter's like, yo, what the fuck?
that. This bitch is crazy.
What's that? What is that thing? Fucking white people.
Wait a minute. John Connors.
John, you didn't need. John, you
Yeah,
could have just
yeah.
asked.
Just using your whole, just using your whole, having to use you in your mouth, because you know what it is, because you know what it is. All day, fucking rail. Bitches getting real, bitches getting suck, Gonna paint his town, gonna paint his wife, gonna paint his wife white.
I think that face sums it up.
But yes, I
I'm
fucking
so
hate
fucking
this
happy right
shit.
now.
The
Why?
aftermath.
Ugh.
So
Ugh.
happy
Thank you
right
very
now.
much, John. You could have just asked John.
But this was funnier this way.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Still,
He's
very
earning his
generous.
keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Hill, make up everything to lead to the game after this season. Unfortunately, that might be the case.
How
Thank you very
bad
much,
do you
Mike.
think they're gonna fuck up the flood? Like it should be impossible.
They can't afford it.
It should be impossible to fuck up the flood, but they're gonna fuck it up, and it's
Based
all
off
gonna.
this,
It's
they just
all
can't
gonna happen.
afford it.
It's gonna happen off screen, just like we saw all those little stars turning red. Like that's all it's gonna fucking be. It's gonna be off screen, except for little bits and snips.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck that up, man. It's just gonna look cheap as shit, man. Yeah, so our arbiter over here just watched a white woman burn himself, and he's very, very, very confused. Like, wait, why are we burning their planets when they'll just do it themselves? What a waste. We can just sit home.
Yeah.
Okay, and then yeah, they go into this whole thing. I have this like on the video that me and John did. I described this whole scene as like they're like a teenage couple that is in their first ever relationship, and they stay up all night
Yep.
watching Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox interviews. Like, oh, we gotta burn ourselves to be connected.
Yep.
Fucking
Yep.
hell.
Clicked. Yeah. As soon as you said it, freaking clicked in
Just
my head.
waiting for
Yep.
I'm just waiting for
Two
the
and two
blood
together.
rituals. Just waiting for the blood rituals.
I'd say that was worse. I mean, this is an alien that burnt himself with this thing. I can't imagine he cleaned it. And now here she is fucking burning herself with it.
Oh.
That's disgusting. And he seems way too into it. And look at her, she's shaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the nurse though.
she's
Burn
done
nurse.
so-
Yeah,
Make you
like-
shake like that after a burn.
We're
like that.
bound to the ring. We're
Yeah.
now Lord of the Rings territory all of a sudden.
Yeah, and that's not even the mark of the Halo rings. There is a particular symbol that even the Covenant used to represent the Halo rings.
Yep.
That's the mark of shame.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
The, my
Very
precious.
Oh, here we go.
My precious.
Hey, Soren, where's your popcorn?
very much, yeah. So this is your favorite part, John.
This makes like I don't
This makes
fucking
no sense. He just went on this whole rant about how, well, last time we went on this whole rant. It's like, nah, we got to leave him. He's got to have his test.
Well,
And now he's like, nah.
they can't have a man with conviction in this show. It's disgusting. They hate it. They don't want it. So he's all wishy-washy.
Yeah, so what happens is they go to have their fucking fight like he did when he was a kid, and this time I'm just gonna pause for Paramount reasons. Fucking Paramount reasons.
Yeah.
Fucking
And
See,
he jumps in to stop the fight himself. Why? What was the point of that whole last rant then? Of his whole scene? He's had 2 scenes in this episode, and this second scene goes against the whole point of the first scene.
I think they tried to like get that message across through nuance with Lyra, the wife, fucking yelling for Kessler's name. He was totally focused, looking forward, and then the kid Kessler started looking left and right, trying to figure out where mom is, and so the kid, in a subtle way, receded back to the childlike attitude, and that's when Soren jumps right in and kind of like goes right at it. It's the same thing for Soren too. It's kind of like a flip of the switch, but they don't deliver it properly well.
Connection too.
Yeah, I got nothing. I ain't got nothing on this one.
That's the best I got.
The writers don't either. So, it's bad.
Yeah, and that's it. Soren kicks the crap out of all the guards that have batons on them, and then Kessler he gets scared, like shocked, scared, seeing his father act like beating
I
the
didn't
crap
get that.
out of the
It's like-
guards, like he did the pirates and such, and kept
Yeah.
everything in line back at the rubble.
Your dad is a well-known criminal,
Yeah,
and now you seem scared, but your mum, who looks completely different from the last time you saw her, you're cool running to her?
yeah, it's really weird, and that's it. They cannot have a man with conviction, a strong
Nope.
father figure in this show. It's heretical to them.
It would have made more sense if he was just stood back and was like, "No, it happened to me. It's going to happen to you."
Yeah, and terrible. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, this is the fucking weirdest part ever. So Cheeks comes in to talk to her, to tell her, "I'm not going with you."
It's weird.
because he feels like he owes her.
That's the whole conversation.
Yeah,
Hi,
but-
I'm
yeah,
not coming with
Lady
you.
G's right. It's like there's some odd sense of feeling that he owes her or something. And one thing I want to point out, you see the amount of battle rifles they got in the racked up, ready to rock in there.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they bring those? Why couldn't any of the Oni officers use those? Any of the battle rifles?
Yeah,
Why did we have to see UNSC using the freaking like generic modern military, like 21st century technology weapons when they have entire arsenal of, cannon weapons right there available? It just made no damn sense to me.
That was very strange.
Yeah.
But look, he's in his armor. No helmet, though.
No fucking helmet.
But in the armor.
I have a different mission. Like this, the amount of what is it called when he's basically a pimp, right?
Huh? You cut out.
These women, he
cut
feels
out.
like,
Last I heard was
oh
pimp.
shit.
Yeah,
He
John
can't-
pimps his women. All right.
Yeah.
Well, he can't, he doesn't pimp them out, so I don't know what he would be, but he's just, because he's definitely not a fuck boy, but, all these women who belittle him, step on him, use him, lie to him, just back the bus up over him, and then they all come like crawling back because they need him, or they look up to him, or they're just, I can't do this without you. This very toxic dependency on him. All of these women have it. Kai, Riz, Mackie, and now Perez. And
The word you're looking for is retard.
Yeah. Sandro Franca brings up a good point. How the fuck did he get in his armor so fast when it takes like a fucking quartermaster or
Kai helped
multiple
him.
scientists to remove it?
That's why it happened off screen.
He's so used to taking it off. He's got very adept.
It's
at
pretty
putting it
good
back on as
taking
well.
it off, yeah.
Right.
He takes it
That's
off a
one way
lot.
to put it.
He's pretty
Yeah.
fucking good at it now.
But it's just I don't understand. I don't understand how even Cortana is fucking obsessed with him. Like not the way that she was in the games where she has like this respect that grows over time throughout the canon, but like they all have this like really psychotic dependency on him. And they're all like begging to try and be the most important in his life and get back in his life and have him there with them at all times. And he like semi feeds into this shit because he comes to Perez and she's like, it's you. And he's like, I'm not coming with you because I did something. And so I have a different mission. He didn't owe her that explanation. She didn't know he was alive.
Fuck knows.
Oh, the fucking coin again. Why did they
The
keep
fucking
doing?
coin.
Yeah,
keep doing
are you
this.
lucky or do you make your own luck? Basically asking.
Yeah.
Why does he look
Special
like he's going to
ability.
hit her? Hold on.
Because he probably
for it.
wants to. Pretty great.
That's just his normal
Yeah, it's
expression.
just-
She looks
Wait, it
like
looks like
she
he's about to beat the shit out of her.
Yeah, she looks
Fucking
like.
minorities!
Meanwhile, she looks like she went from wanting to climb him to wanting to choke him. Like that's what her face did.
He's got the face of, if it ain't white, it ain't right.
Damn.
Good lord.
Damn.
I told you I wanted dinner on the table when I got home.
Yeah.
6 o'clock on the dot. No, come on. He looks like back around, doesn't he?
He doesn't give a shit. Remember, like her whole family got blown to bits right in front of him, and he's like, "It's too late. Let's go." And then he was gonna leave her on the fucking steps when she started to hyperventilate, and he's like,
I've actually got his favorite clip right here.
fucking
That's really good. Yeah.
He is looking at her. That is the face of a racist man that hates minorities.
I think he just hates Perez.
No,
And
I
the
think
first
he hates.
example for you is Mozza.
Maz is more attractive than Pablo.
Do you know what he's
I
actually
kind of want to
saying?
give Mozza a country just to see what happens.
Do you know what he's actually
That'd be
saying
fun
in
to
that clip? I
experiment.
think he's saying something like, "We have to kill every Pokemon fan" or something.
Sounds like Maz.
Oh, that's an election winner.
Anyway, so we go from racist. Look at him. He is looking at it, going, "I hate minorities."
Look at! No, she just gave him hungry eyes. She wants
Yeah.
to eat him. Look at! She looks him
Ooh.
up and down.
Oh,
Look at-
listen,
Yeah.
all
That's his
minorities
crotch.
want to breed with white people.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
in the
god, you're fucking lethal. You
dreaming
can't
a
say
raw
that.
dog in eyes. Yeah, that's
She
it.
like she does. She went from happy to see him, looking like she wanted to kiss him. Then she wants to choke him, and now she looks like she wants to climb him and do bad things. She wants a Mackie scene. See what I
She
mean?
wants a Mackie scene. He just looks like he wants to beat her up, and not in
Yeah.
a sexual way. He just wants to assault her. This used to be a white-owned store on this corner.
Oh my god.
Look at him, man. Come on. Mike, you're a minority. If you saw a man look at you like this, would you be concerned?
If I saw a man like that in public,
You'd be concerned if he was looking
Yeah.
at you like that. You'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
shit.
especially a white dude looking at me
Yeah,
like
the
that.
fuck? Yeah.
Doubly
he's gonna
so.
he's gonna pull a gun on me. Yeah.
Look at him.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
He's like, "What are you?" Because the first thing he was gonna say is like, "What are you doing here, boy?" And then I'm like, "I gotta go." Yeah.
If you saw him approaching you on the street, would you cross the road?
Yes, 100%. Like I wouldn't even fucking hesitate. Like if there was traffic coming, I'd still run out on the road to get across. The street.
Because it'd be safer. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be safer. Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god.
Safer to run through oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like this is the
Paramount
dude
is
that would
gonna-
like. This is the dude that would take the racist joke too far. I'd be like, whoa, I was only joking about that, but this guy seems really into it.
Ugh. Why the creepy smiles?
It's really fucking awkward, isn't it, man?
It'll be fine one way or the other. And he's like he doesn't. Here's the thing. Chief is now withholding information from her because he knows what that spike fucking does. Just
Does
like
he?
Does he? When did he figure that out? Or
Ackerman
when-
told
yeah,
him.
Did he?
Ackerman told him when they were coming out the door. He was like, "It doesn't do what we thought. It's gonna wipe everything out within 1,000,000 miles." So now
Yeah.
Chief knows what the fuck is about to happen, and he says nothing.
So that's why he doesn't tell her, because she's about to kill herself.
Yeah.
They
There-
finally got rid of that one.
It sounds to me that they're relying on that dilemma of, if they don't do it, then something far worse might happen. But they're
Might
be
banking on
season
that.
3.
Yeah, that's it.
So this is the flood. This is the flood scene.
Yep.
Yeah, spores. Yeah, that's it. You thought it was an index? I thought, I'm thinking it might be a journal or something, but you see like this little
Oh my
plume
God,
of
Jade.
smoke that comes out.
Lethal, you got to get Mara. Oh my god.
He's happy it's the final solution.
Oh my god.
God.
She's going
He's
all out there.
Damn.
She's going all out.
Damn, girl.
There. Wow.
I'd just like to point out Lady G was the one to call that one out.
I couldn't believe she said it.
Yeah, this is absolutely the flood.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that little plume of smoke, you could think that it might be some flood spores in that. Still
Or
kicking, maybe, but
Could
I guess we might find out next episode. But yeah, that's it. Halsey, what she hears over the PA system that there's a possible unauthorized personnel, and she suspects that they're talking about her. So she splits and
She does
No.
her Batman just disappears.
splits in a heartbeat.
And then that brings us to pretty much towards the end, where this
Yep.
is kind of when Paranosky gets exposed. It's Master Chief says his name on the radio, and do you know what I thought this was going to be, John? And I was this close. There was this close to a fucking hole in my wall. I thought he was going to do the Halo 2 ending line.
Oh, fucking yeah! If you would have said finishing this fight, I would have probably punched a hole in the wall and have to spend a few $100s to get it repaired too.
Mm.
Luckily, they never played the game, so they don't know that one.
they
Yeah,
don't
thank
know.
God.
It was bad
Oh my
enough when he
gosh.
said, "I need a weapon." I think there was a few holes in a few people's walls from that part.
Oh, that was so stupid with this season, the way they
I-
did it. I need a weapon.
Do you not remember? I broke a dish. I broke a dish. I threw a
Last-
chair.
This show hasn't actually made me break anything. Furiosa made me break a pair of glasses.
Oh my god, it was so bad.
Yeah, but I love the Mad Max franchise. Like, I worship it. And
Yeah.
no offense, I'm about to piss off the majority of my chat here, but the worst thing they ever did was pander to Americans.
No, that is
It's
100%.
fucking true. It's fucking
is.
true.
It's
It
true for
is.
most things.
It 100. Well, because
Yeah,
the
but
Americans they're
Road
pandering
Warrior's
to are the
so awesome.
Californians. Like the one.
It should be fucking what made it cool. And I remember speaking to a few Americans that were living in Adelaide at the time. They liked it because they looked at us going, wow, you guys are really into us. Let's check it out. And they were like, whoa, we don't have movies like this over there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, check it out. It's fucking cool. It's really different. And then you get to this new one, you go, this is just American Hollywood shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a whole other fucking rant.
I was gonna try to argue
Yeah,
that.
I was honestly, I was if they were gonna do this right, at least friggin' throw his entire rank out, Master Chief Petty Officer.
No.
If they want to do it, if they want to
Are
do
you
it right,
kidding?
if they don't want to be doing it right.
Well, they didn't
I'm
even
not
say
kidding.
Sierra.
I'm a kid.
There's no. Mm-mm.
And look at his shit-eating grin. Like, we all going to jail tonight.
Oh,
He's
there's
a
so
few
much they
seconds
do
away
wrong
from
with
you,
this show,
Go
even
Queen.
just the smallest things.
See this right
You
here?
fucking white bastard.
Like all I wanted him to do was stab her in the
Bastard
chest.
bitch, bloody.
You bastard bitch.
I just wanted him
bloody.
to
Fuck you, bloody.
be a man and stab that bitch through the throat or the chest or break her neck.
Be a man. Murder. Commit murder. Be a man.
Specifically her.
Specifically, this bitch who is responsible for so much turmoil and hatred and human death.
So basically, it's like, yeah, we're all fucked. We're all getting locked up. We're all in a lot of trouble here because, yeah, he's alive.
Only
So
Black
that's-
Ops. They're sinister as fuck, but that's it. They never really do a good job at distinguishing Section 3 Oni's black stuff.
Well,
Black Ops
the
stuff
issue is-
and
They're not good at differentiating
Recon
anything.
itself and UNSC.
Yeah, the issue is in this, they've switched over from just command to Oni being in command,
Yep.
and there is no like legitimate public rulers like that they're meant to be controlling. So they just look like the command from the first series because it's the same people. They're doing it in public. They're not manipulated. I wouldn't have known there was some kind of black organization spy thing just from this series if you hadn't kept saying it. They just look like leadership.
Yeah, you can't tell the difference.
That's why I appreciate your point of view. You have no fucking clue what's going on with the Halo
No.
show, the games and stuff. You have a completely blind perspective to it. A great contribution.
Wonder if there's like. Wow, it's on
Hey,
me.
yeah.
That sounded really sarcastic.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, was it?
I felt the sincerity,
Oh, I do.
John.
No,
I didn't.
I'm honest.
I didn't at all. Rough.
It's a for me.
I
'cause
like
know
you,
the-
Disparu. Don't worry about it.
I genuinely no. I that was an honest, sincere compliment. Sorry,
That's why it was so funny.
Yeah, it's because you bring a blind take to the breakdown. Me, I've freaking been in this watching this stuff for 20 years. I love this series for over 20 years now. It's
You're
I
old.
can't look at it blind.
Oh yeah, I am old.
Way to be uneducated, Disparu. It's awesome. I know that's not what you meant, but I know that that's what Disparu's taking it like.
Yeah, this
like
is
a
the difference between
backhanded-
Americans and English people.
He's like, I'm
the
really
more
glad
you
that you don't-
compliment us, the more sarcastic it sounds.
Yeah. I'm glad that you don't know
I'm not
shit
even
about this
American.
show.
Yeah, he's not even American.
What a great contribution.
Man.
Wait, what is he?
He's Canadian.
I'm a hoser, man.
Well,
They're
that's not a
both
real country,
basically
so
the
you're-
same thing.
Yeah,
No,
you're basically.
Canada belongs to you guys, Disparu. Don't
Well,
you?
no.
No, they don't.
If we're gonna
No, they
start getting
don't.
technical, I am kind of like my father's British, so
You're
if
like
we're gonna go
you're-
that far.
Canada's literally.
See, he's
one-
got a black friend.
Yeah, Canada's literally like one bad fart away from belonging to America. So
Oh, please fart.
It's part of the
Rip that
Commonwealth.
fucking fart as hard as you can.
It's
this is-
okay.
I
I
don't
think
want
you're
it.
all shit.
Yeah, we need to be annexed as soon
You're
as
also
possible up
part
here.
of the Commonwealth, Lethal.
Yeah.
No,
Doesn't
they're
mean I have to
the
like
part of
any
the
you.
Commonwealth that they
he's-
don't want. Though.
He's right.
Look, the Queen has no power over my country, let alone theirs.
She's fucking
Yeah.
dead.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
It's true. Yeah,
Look, she was
Ain't that much
for nearly
power
all
in
my
that.
life. It was a queen, and now the new I don't care about him.
Yeah, I don't. Nah, I don't like it either. I'm with you on that one, Disparu. I just.
Yeah.
Nah,
She
it's
was
a queen.
she was the last member of the royal family that anyone cared about at all.
Exactly. Hey, it's just no one cares. Yeah, that's so true. You were the last one anyone cared about.
Uh-huh. The rest are just
Oh.
degenerate filth.
somebody who's been on the throne for so long, man. Shit, had respect.
I don't know why fucking he didn't kill her. Like, come on, when you get to like 60 years old and your mother, who's the queen, is still alive, stopping you from being the king, surely by
Yeah,
that
you just-
stage you just kill your
You
own
show
mother,
up with
right?
a pillow and you just.
You'd be like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Especially in a post Game of Thrones world, you'd be like, nah, it's cool.
Yeah,
It's cool to do that now.
So
Yeah.
Lethal,
Little bit of oil on the stairs as she's going down them.
and she's done. She's
Lethal's
toasted.
gonna
yeah.
get disappeared, And so everyone,
He's already in the prison, the
I know.
Commonwealth jail
Oh,
cell.
what? Because he
They're
works
gonna-
out the plan.
they're gonna
It's not like
blackmail
they're gonna pull up with a fucking car and go get in.
Yeah, he's
No,
already
they're
in the
gonna-
Commonwealth prison, like right now.
Yeah, what are they going
He
to
can
do
step
to
out
him?
his
We've
gate.
already deported him.
He could step out of his door tomorrow, and an emu could be there with like a poisonous snake on his back.
And it's still not as dangerous as getting in a car sent by the royal family.
That's, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, how did that get there? As the car's wrapped around a fucking telephone pole.
Yeah,
No.
What a shame.
Oh my god, they're really
The
gonna.
only thing more dangerous than that is saying some anti-Clinton shit.
Oh my god, Lethal's gonna get disappeared. I love it.
I mean, I don't know if anyone's they're really bad at Photoshop. The royal family is what
Yes,
we found out
yes,
recently.
they are.
They're very bad at covering up things.
Dude, the
I did not kill myself, by the way.
I have never, nor will I ever have
Neither
thoughts
did
of
Kate.
self-harm.
Yeah.
No, the crazy. So like when you go down that wormhole, it gets so insane. They're like, oh, she and Prince William were both having affairs, and she got pregnant, and then she went in to have
Allegedly.
the baby. She had to have the baby, to have the baby removed, and and the procedure killed her. Like
Makes
that's
more
one
sense. Makes more sense than this show.
They don't do anything.
And another
like, help
royal
to
around
calm
the
things
same
down.
time happened to be found in his own like locked
And it-
room.
The Clintons.
Thanks, David P. Oh,
The Clintons are gonna kill me. You see what that Hillary did? She killed Lethal Lightning. Nasty woman, that one. All right, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, so
last
we have the
stretch.
spot. Yeah, we're right here, and I have someone coming to pick me up pretty soon. So we have the Spartan freeze here, and Kai. They base it's fucking Kurt by this stage, isn't it?
get out of your head.
He's not coming. The Master Chief is not coming. He doesn't care about you. But this is the part that you were talking about. We were like, wait, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like he gets to the ring really quickly.
Yeah.
He's got his coin.
In a Pelican too.
Yeah,
It doesn't
the
have
Pelican.
hyperspace capabilities. A jump.
But
it
it's
doesn't have a
condor.
jump
They
drive.
called it a condor. They call it a condor. So
In this
therefore, it's a
timeline, it's a
condor.
condor.
They're all fucking condors. If it's got little wings and fucking flies, it's a condor. This
Cosmic whoosh.
fucking damn it.
Cosmic woo.
See, like that's what I'm saying. They don't even like everything is so fucking generic.
Fucking, it's a pelican. Fucking.
It's not in Silver
Pretty fast
Timeline.
one. It's a
Yeah,
pretty
pelicans
fast
don't
one.
exist in this timeline.
Just bro, this is not the same pelican from Helldivers. They just happen to have the same name and look very similar.
Purely coincidental.
Really, and open from the bottom hatch as well. But don't worry about
It's
No,
okay. It's not based on Starship Troopers either.
it. No, never heard of it. Never heard of
No.
it. Don't know
Starship
that
what?
is. And then
So there's the fleet.
Now, am I tripping, or was this part in the trailer, but it was Chief?
It
Yeah.
was. I think it was. No, it was Kai. This definitely was in the trailer, but I don't remember
way-
it being
Wasn't
Chief on
there a
the.
part where like a pelican door opens and it was Chief, and it looks like he was about to jump
He's-
from outer space?
Yeah, that's coming up. I think that's coming up for the next episode.
Ugh.
This whole series is a cosmic whoosh.
Yes.
Well, yeah, the way
Yes.
she spun around at the end, it was like they were going to have a dance off or something. It was really weird.
Yeah, they get on their Just Dance plates. And this is the best part of the episode where you see the ring for about 2 seconds and then Halo music plays. That's the best part of the episode.
Yeah, and then
And-
that's where they cut it.
Like,
Yeah.
why have they not? Like, nobody. I can't understand. Why is the Covenant just chilling there?
Yo, that
Thank-
ring looked pretty cool, eh, bro? We should go there. That's it.
Boom.
Fuck, nothing really happened. In isolation, the worst part about this episode, again, in isolation, was nothing happened.
Yeah, well, if you want to say anything happened, it's basically what we were expecting to happen last episode was finally happened in this episode. So you can basically take the last episode and this episode and slam them together, cut out them all, and you would have a just single episode, 45 minutes, no problem. But
You
they've
realize
added
it's
it
just
with all
season
kinds
one
of crap.
again.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same structure. You have a shootout at the first episode, you have your battle midway through the season, and then you have another battle at the end of the season. It's the same structure.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
and at the end,
feelings and
you end up
hallways
on the
all
Halo
over the
ring.
place in between.
And I'm going to assume this is what Star Trek did as well. Something would happen at the very start, you'd have
Yep.
a middle part, and then at the end.
So like Michael Burnham. So the female captain's name is Michael Burnham, like the Archangel, and she literally flies through space. She literally is a like guardian angel and flies through space and time, and it's no
Sounds
big
pretty
deal
gay.
for her.
She drags her entire crew through a wormhole into the
Yep.
future, leaving their entire families to die.
Yep.
And then because she can't have her suit in the past, and then she puts the suit on autopilot, and everyone realizes she could have done that from the other side of the wormhole.
Yeah, chat's got it. She's Space Jesus.
Space
Yes.
Jesus.
She's Space Jesus.
I think that's what
exactly.
Gary calls her.
I
Yep.
think that is what Gary calls her. But yeah, she's just it's fucking insane. That show these two shows are about as subtle as getting smashed in the face with a brick repeatedly. Like it's just
But with less pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the teaser for the final episode of the season.
Master Chief, do you copy? It is of critical importance that you reach the Halo first.
Thank you. Come again, Master Chief.
Why wouldn't they just blow him out the
Come
sky?
again.
Yeah.
because
Chief, do you
he's
copy?
Master
It is of
Chief and he's
critical
lucky.
importance that you reach the Halo first.
Yeah, but they can see him.
Welcome to Cookie Mouse.
Yeah, but it came up tails, so he's not gonna die.
Turtles
Time you
costumes suck
bastard
ass.
bloody bitch, go to Halo.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Fuck you, bloody.
It was always a one-way ticket. Don't let it be for nothing. Will he come?
Mm.
You simulate
That-
everything. Not about him. I can't.
Master Chief, why have you stopped?
If you don't get to the Halo, all these sacrifices will be for nothing.
If you don't get to the Halo.
Do they
yeah.
realize the impact of what they've just said with that? You
Yes.
can simulate everything, not him.
Not
that
him.
means that when she was simulating Reach's
Get him
downfall,
up.
I fucking told y'all that
Yep.
Cortana can't you all told me like, oh, 26th century
Well, let-
tech, we can't do that. And
You
like
were talking and we weren't listening. I'm sorry, okay? It's, our,
it's
it's
far
my
more
bad.
succinct when she goes, yeah, I can't simulate him, presumably because he's got like the ancient whatever, so he's outside her calculations. But why, when the guy said, so there's nothing we can do then, didn't she go, well, I can't simulate Master Chief. Have you considered giving him his armor so he can actually be an impact on this fight?
I can't. Is that?
because the plot demanded that it not, because every woman in this fucking show withholds vital critical information that can literally change the outcome of
Each-
battles.
It's got to
of
be
the entire
authentic somehow.
fucking
So you're trying to
planet.
figure out who's holding the two needlers?
Yeah, is that Chief dual wielding needlers?
No,
Yes,
it's probably someone
no.
else.
No, it's a spy.
bet it's
3. You can
Quan.
see this. Yeah, you can see the spy visor. Yeah, the
No,
SPI
it's
visor at the
Quan.
top. Yeah. So,
Holy crap! It actually looks like Halo.
but I think you do get a flash image of Chief with a sword, or at least a Spartan with a sword.
I thought it
That's
was Chief.
definitely Freeze. That's Kai and a Freeze,
Yeah.
probably Perez.
Couple.
That's Chief with a sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there we go. Like I said, he's gonna sidetrack and help save the Cortana.
Yeah, he's doing a fucking U-turn.
Yep,
That's a whole bunch of Freeze getting sucked into outer space.
that's what you signed up for. Have fun.
I really like that.
But yeah, they're
Yes.
gonna be stuffing the fuck
There's
out of
actual
this with
like,
story with the
that,
action.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what we've been said. Like the pace of this episode is going to have to be so insane that it's going to be hard to track what is actually happening.
We're going to get a Master Chief hallway scene, aren't we?
Oh yeah, 100%. They're gonna repeat Darth Vader and Luke, but they're gonna use Master Chief. No, like this, when she says, if you don't succeed, like all that sacrifice will be for nothing. This is the man that you literally kept under your boot, did not let him be effective the entire time he was on Reach, lied about, tried to kill multiple times, and now fucking suddenly you're trying to say you have to reach the Halo or all the sacrifice will be for nothing.
They still
Well,
haven't given
why?
a reason why they killed him either.
Yeah.
Well, tried to kill him.
None.
Yeah.
Zero. Nothing
Zero.
at all.
Nothing.
There's nothing for it. And all of these women, they function on the ends justify the means, which makes for the most immoral, heinous, genocidal impacts in history. You
Yeah,
cannot.
but you can get away with that if you actually gain something from it at the end. And they left Reach, they left all the people there that they could have got off the planet, and there is no end to it. There is no thing they gained from doing that.
No,
they just
none.
left them on the planet for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Could
Do
that
you know how long this episode's going to be?
Um,
It's got to be a long episode, right?
Well, it's gotta be one of the longer ones if they want to conclude
Well-
all the stories that they want to, and they have another soft reset of having Halo CE to be the kickoff for Halo the third season.
I don't think it has a thing on it yet of how long it is.
Your issue is because it's an action episode, the last action episode was actually shorter.
yep.
Actually, I'm okay with that.
That's possible. Well, either way,
I prefer that.
Well, they're likely gonna have. I mean,
Now,
How long was season 1? How long? Transcendence was how long?
Episode.
That was episode 9.
So this season's shorter.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
yep, by an episode.
Oh wow.
What was it for? So runtime for season 9 or episode 9 of last season was 48 minutes.
Oh,
So it would track that this one should be similar.
One last thing to check out, and then we're gonna fucking get going. This is wild to me. I never bring up this website because it's used
Found
for
it.
fucking-
Runtime is
Yeah.
here. Runtime is 1 hour.
they banned that
Oh.
that website in Texas.
Okay.
This website
Yeah.
is for
Oh, wow.
fucking idiots.
Whoops.
It's just whichever narrative you want to go with. 69% positive from audience? Really?
Curated.
Let me get it.
Oh,
You
Curated
have to remember
Fresh
that
on 1
yeah.
star.
fresh
Yeah,
on
where's
this
the
is
real
just like a
score?
6.
It's a lot more
it's
positive
true.
than I thought it would be.
60% gets a fresh rating. So if just a slight majority of people were okay with it, it gets a fresh rating.
Huh.
And plus, this is Paramount. You know, they're going to give this the same treatment as all their other shows that have gotten a
You know what I'm
ton of
surprised
flack for their atrocities.
It only had 18 reviews and 500 from the audience.
Damn.
Yeah.
I expected way more.
I honestly I thought that's high.
Well,
No, that goes to show how many people have left the series. They're just not going to bother watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's trash. I'm gonna watch the Kiki Wolf kill on another stream. That interview apparently that's a fucking gold mine.
Oh yeah. Oh, she don't know shit. She know fuck all. All she is a fucking marketing tool to make more money. That's it.
Nice. I'm gonna have fun with that. All right, well, guys, 1 episode to go next
Yeah.
week. I might even have a drink on that stream to celebrate the end of this shit. But we gotta get going.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for being here, you fucking legends. I want to give a huge shout out to all the channel members as well. You sexy ass motherfuckers. We're cooking up a lot of really cool shit. Vladimir Makarov video in the works, and the 2009 to 2011 version, not the gay new one.
Very nice.
John, when are you streaming next?
Oh, frig. This is going to be a very busy week for me. I'm hoping to do it maybe Tuesday night. Have a stream, do some Helldivers or something. I'm kind of eyeballing a few games to see what I can do on a next single player playthrough after freaking Final Fantasy. So if anybody's got ideas, feel free to throw me. My DMs are open on Twitter. You can find me over on Kick at kick.com/John Connors, and you can find I got links for all my other YouTube, Rumble, and Twitter there.
Anime dating simulator. That's what I'm going to suggest to you.
Where are you at on Kick?
validate.
Are
Yeah,
you getting
I'll-
close to your 75 yet?
I'm close to 50. Let me take a look.
Yeah, man.
47.
47.
Yeah.
You're getting there. Drop the link. Disparate,
Will do.
what's your next fucking female on bus?
Well, yeah, it was Girl on the Bus was the last
Yeah.
review. There's a Rebel Moon trailer out today
Tomorrow.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow for America. So that's probably going to be
Damn.
the next video.
I thought that movie came out.
The
There's a-
second part.
Yeah, part 2.
Right. Okay.
They gave that dude
okay.
2 parts to a show, and he couldn't make a plot in the first one.
Yeah,
so-
there's going to be a 6-hour director's cut of the first part.
Blech.
And it's
I
gonna be rated
can't-
hard-
I
hard
can't.
R.
Gary is already, he's like, prep. And he's like, prep yourselves. And I'm like, I fucking cannot do it. Like, I barely survived the regular cut of Rebel Moon. It was so fucking god awful. I can't survive 6 hours of that shit.
I'd just like to take this opportunity to say, in light of recent events, if there's one thing we have learned from this Halo show, disavow. Lady G, are you streaming soon?
Yeah, I should be able to stream Tuesday. My Damsel review will be out tomorrow because I went down so many rabbit holes, but I finally cut it down. It's so ungodly. Like, it's so long, but there's just so much wrong with that fucking show. It's insane. So that should be out tomorrow, and then I'll be streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, hopefully. But Gary's about to hit 1 million subs over on
Wow.
Neurotic.
Yes, he is,
So
like,
that
within the next
Nice.
few hours.
yeah, so
Yeah.
that's subject to change depending on what happens there. So
Nice. Oh, well, if I can say congrats for me. Mike,
I'm streaming over on Kick right now. I've been playing Helldivers a lot. Game's broken as shit, but I still keep giving it a shot. I'm hoping they fix it eventually. No, I'm just
Right.
kidding. I fucking love that game.
Uh,
So I'll probably be playing that at some point tomorrow.
It butters my bread. That Helldivers 2, just everything about it is amazing.
I
Yeah,
love
it's
you so
good.
much, John. I haven't heard that
and-
butters my bread in so long, and that just made my
That's
soul
way too
so
wholesome. And I
happy.
don't like it.
I love
also, probably this Thursday, Dragon's Dogma 2 comes out. I'll be streaming the shit out of that game.
be careful. You
Why?
haven't been keeping up, have you?
No, I don't care. Don't
It's,
tell me anything bad.
it's a flip of a coin.
Oh shit! I don't care. I'm gonna play it anyways. I'm gonna dive headfirst into it, like Chief dive headfirst into Maquis. I'm sticking my dick in crazy, and I'm hoping the coin flip goes my way. Okay.
Don't do it, Mike.
So I'm pretty excited about Dragon's Dogma, and I may be extremely disappointed now. Who knows? But you'll get to watch me talk about that. Yeah, that's I'm always on some fucking stream. I got too much shit going on. Go check out Epicverse. We'll have more stuff fucking sometime in the future. Boom.
Cool.
Show's
All right.
bad. Don't watch it anymore. Don't watch
Thank you very
Halo.
much. And Lady G will play you out with this one, okay?
Yep.
Thank you very much, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Hey, Sarge, maybe there's a ransom. Good thinking. What is it you want, Blue? What do I want? Do you have any cookies? What are your demands? You have to give us your demands. I demand cookies! Now you're just toying with us. You're depressed.
Just using your hole. Yeah, I love using your hole. I'm gonna use your little asshole in your mouth because you know what it is. It's a 3-hole baby. Fucking railed. Bitch is getting railed. Fuck! 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 God, where are you going? face. Fuck. I'm dropping load. Oh, yeah. Oh, up in your fucking mouth. Gonna paint his town red. Gonna paint his wife white.